know I got them on deck. Once she heard the voice, know I got her all wet. It'd probably be smarter if your man fall back, cause I hit it once, now I got her all attached. I might take her number knowing I never need it. Her man back at home, but that boy big dreaming. He went through a phone, no, he wish he never seen it. Found out that his girl giving brains like a genius. She love it right here, know the vibe so cool. You just left for work, now she tryna roll through. It's hard to get it back when she been so through. She rockin' with a boss, know the feeling so new. Other boys hating and I know that shit's lame. She been new to name, I ain't got a kick game. Put it in rotation if you thinking it's a game. Since I put you in the clouds, you gon' meet the big bang. You see, I've been traveling to different kind of places. You know the type of places that you visit on vacation. I stay away from niggas, people start to think I'm racist. Keep one inside the head for anybody think I'm playing. It's a cold game, you just gotta play it smart. It's like a game of chess, I'm just trying to play my part. Ain't nobody solid and I knew it from the start. I'm always out in traffic, but I'm always dodging cars. But let's dumb it down. I used to be lost, these days I'm found. But it's a couple things that I need to know now. If I lost everything, baby, would you hold me down? Tell me, what if I fell off the map? If I lost everything and I never got it back? Cause it's a couple things that I need to know now. If I lost everything, baby, would you hold me down? Tell me, what if I fell off the map? If I lost everything and I never got it back? Cause it's a couple things that I need to know now. If I lost everything, baby, would you hold me down? For real. If I lost everything, baby, would you hold me down? If I lost everything, baby, would you hold me down? For real.
VDV got it.
Don't wanna fuck with you, don't wanna talk with you. Calling my phone and you do it again. Blocking your numbers, you texting my friends. If I said that I love you, I mean it. If I told you I love you, I mean it. Damn. Niggas be at the real basic. Look at my face all along, don't say shit. Hop on a plane, no on rocket or spaceship. Niggas be moving like we in a matrix. It's hot in this bitch, no latex. Nigga this shit up that don't need no face shit. Fuck up my face, I don't need a replacement. Don't wanna fuck with you, don't wanna talk with you. Calling my phone and you do it again. Blocking your numbers, you texting my friends. If I said that I love you, I mean it. If I told you I love you, I mean it.
I wanna fuck with you, I wanna talk with you. Here I go calling you, block me again. Calling through apps and I'm texting your friend. If I tell you I love you, I mean it. But you know I'm still fighting my demons. Damn. Maybe you acting so crazy. Answer the phone and you not gonna say shit. Playing them games, I'm not about to chase you. Making them statuses, calling me basic. Oh, that's how you been feeling lately. Send me the voicemail, testing my patience. Working my nerves like we on the day shift. Could've been major, but insecurities really just made you believe I'm a player. No, I can't lay up, and I can't give you no time. I gotta get back to the paper. Speaking of paper, I need it so much in my hand I can't even fit in the staple. But I can't wait up, hoping one day you wake up. Wake up. I wanna fuck with you, I wanna talk with you. Here I go calling you, block me again. Calling through apps and I'm texting your friend. If I tell you I love you, I mean it. But you know I'm still fighting my demons.
Don't wanna fuck with you, don't wanna talk with you. Calling my phone and you do it again. Blocking your numbers, you texting my friends. If I said that I love you, I mean it. If I told you I love you, I mean it. Don't wanna fuck with you, don't wanna talk with you. Calling my phone and you do it again. Blocking your numbers, you texting my friends. If I said that I love you, I mean it. If I told you I love you, I mean it. If I told you I love you, I mean it.
Baby, let's forget the past, we could kill the games. Cause I'm missing you, I'm hoping that you feel the same. Staying up late nights and I could feel the pain. You know it only gets sunny when you feel the rain. And I could see your skin reflecting in the moonlight. Light the candles, I'm just trying to get the mood right. Damn, look at all the time that we wasted. But what's the damn odds that we'll make it? Forget the outside, cause they don't know the history. If you could read my mind and you'll know what you meant to me. They say time heal wounds even mentally. You know you gotta let it go if it's meant to be. And if it's meant for you, then it's meant for me. I'm feeling you, I know you feeling me. All you gotta do is keep it real with me. I'm so toxic, how you deal with me?
I can hear you like an echo. I can't let go of you, no. Are you waiting up for my call? Do you think of me at all? If we ran out of money, my jokes stop being funny, will you stand by me, honey? Oh, oh, oh. If I told you all my secrets, you knew my deepest regrets, am I still who you be with? Falling back in love, like we're on a Paris street and dying on my knees. Say you still want me. Falling back in love, like we're on a Paris street and dying on my knees. Say you still want me.
Hey, know I'm tone bite, know I'm tone bite, know I'm tone bite. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, know I'm tone bite. RatchetTV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. So boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Look, tonight, we got to get back into this Kenneka Jenkins case. I know it's been a long time. Look, I was looking earlier. It's really been about a good 2 weeks before I've gave y'all some really good content. I haven't been, because I went on vacation and I'm gonna be real. I needed a mental break from everything, and I just been chilling, doing my thing, and we back better than ever. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time on vacation. It's back to work now, and it was a mental break from. I'm telling y'all, these cases have. I would just say it's spiritual warfare out here, man. These cases have demonic energy and a lot of weird, dark energy around it. So especially when you get into like the Alexis Ware case, when you get into like the Kenneka Jenkins case, when you get into the Kendrick Johnson case, when you get into some of these cases, like I forget the guy's name, but he was, I can't remember the dude's name, but it was another story where the dude was in a sundown town and can y'all hear my audio good? Are we good? Drop the gems if we good. It was a dude in the sundown town. He had to go to work. He didn't have a ride home or something. His friend took him to work, but he said he couldn't take him home this day. He ended up trying to walk home from work, and then he ended up calling his people saying that he was being chased by some people of another color. There was some racial stuff going on. Long story short, he was chased. They found him unalived in the woods somewhere, something like that. I can't really remember the story, but it's like that's dark energy around those type of cases. It gets deep. When you get into this rabbit hole, it gets deep. It gets deeper. There's more layers to the Kenneka Jenkins case than people want to explain. And my message to Teresa, who just blocked me on Facebook, I don't give a damn about you blocking me, lady. Look, let me be real with you, so you can be real with yourself. The world understood exactly what it was when you took that settlement. You see, when we look at a Cassie Ventura, and you're being a realist and you're listening to this story and you start to realize
wait, before anything, you took the money. Oh, she was owed the money. No. You was cool with whatever you're saying happened in these lawsuits, whatever you're talking about, you're cool with it because you're going to take the settlement, which means, hey, okay, I can't pursue, well, I really won't pursue legal, like as far as like, I ain't trying to go criminal. I just want this settled right here. But then Cassie doubled back to go pursue criminal charges on the dude. It's like, wait. How you gonna be front and center of a RICO that you signed up and you was cool with? Like, but right before the RICO came, which there was no RICO, and I'm not trying to get into the Diddy story. I'm just pointing out a picture here. Look, you was a fool for taking that damn money because once you took that money, you gave up justice for your daughter at that point. And that's why we look at y'all the way we do. Is my audio good, y'all? Drop the gems if my audio is good. Let me see in the chat. I wasn't even looking. Is my audio cool? All right. Do I need to turn it up a little bit? Let me know in the chat. All right. Anyway, so when we was out of town, we was uncovering a few. Turn it up just a little bit. We was uncovering a couple of key pieces when it comes to this Kenneka Jenkins case. I just wasn't able to do it like I wanted to do it because I was out of town. So we got to get right back on this tonight because it was so much that I just really couldn't do because I didn't have no equipment, whatever reasons. It just wasn't happening while I was out of town. So I tried to give y'all the best content I could while I was still, you know what I'm saying? I was trying. But tonight we don't have to try. We're just going to do it. And when we get into this, when we get deeper into this case, you're gonna start to see it's some things that I can't explain, but what I can do is tell y'all it was all a play. This was a stage, and Kenneka was on the stage because she was playing a role too as well. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged. And it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video, and everything I say is alleged. Allegedly. All right, so what are you guys' thoughts on it? And your thoughts on Teresa Martin? You know, she blocked me on Facebook the other day because I tagged her in the post and told her about herself. She knows exactly what this was. She knows exactly what they did to her daughter. She's dancing around and alluding to all this other shit because she wants the rest of her money. And I think they just paid her. She just went on vacation. You see, she ain't been ranting and raving about Kenneka no more. She ain't ranting and raving about Kenneka Jenkins no more. I think they done paid her a little check and she done shut up. That's why she came out hooting and hollering because she wanted some more money. She done ran through all the money they didn't gave her. They promised her money and they didn't give it to her. Now it look like they didn't probably gave her a little something to shut her up. She didn't shut up. Salute to Trill for the hot cocoa. I appreciate that. And salute to Marty for the Sunday. Salute. Thank y'all for the support. I appreciate y'all. And I seen a few super chats go up. I can't really remember who sent them, but salute to you if you donated to the channel. I appreciate you. I'd like for everybody to double tap their screen to get these likes up. Let's get the likes up, man. Let's go. We should have our likes up by now, man. We already got damn near 700 people in here. Can we get to 300 likes? Double tap your screen. Let's get it to 300 likes. We got a lot of content tonight because you got to think about this. Some of this live I've been sitting on this information and I've been telling y'all, bro, I've been sitting on some Kenneka information, but I can't give it to y'all yet. But while I was out of town, I did the live and I had it then. I already had it going. When I was out of town, I had a lot of this information going into me going out of town. I just kept getting new information involving the Kenneka case. So once we going down these rabbit holes, we starting to put some pieces together that kind of made sense from the beginning. So you got to go to the beginning to get to where you are right now, and it'll all start to make sense. But you got to go into it with an open mind and understand you have to unlearn everything you've already learned. Because when this first goes on and you're listening to RatchetTV, you're not understanding RatchetTV is a part of this play. Long live Zach. But let's just be honest. When you're listening to Chosen, you're not understanding this dude. I mean, I can go as far to show you that what's the lady's name? Antonia. I couldn't think of her name for a split second. Antonia Evans' mother even name drops him as one of the people that's involved in all this shit. Why would Antonia Evans' mother be going straight at Chosen? Rob, they're all connected to the Masons, to this, to that. They're connected into this whole case. The bloggers were sent to do a job just like they are in so many other cases we've covered. I always go to show y'all the bloggers are always involved in the shit. Salute to Jelly Bean for the $10. I appreciate you. Yeah, you know I'm about to cook. We about to eat in just a minute. Don't worry about it. Salute for the $10. I appreciate you. Salute, salute. All right, so I just want to deliver the message tonight, right? I don't want to dance around it. I want to get in there and just kind of expose everything. It's going to be, the information is going to be jumbled up because, like I said, I've been sitting on a lot of it. Then there comes in with a lot of new shit that I've come with in the meantime. So we're just going to be sitting here tonight taking all this information in. But this is a lot of the stuff that I was already telling y'all when I was out of town. And I was kind of telling y'all when I get back, we finna expose all this shit. And we're going to go down through there. And I'm going to take y'all down the Antonia Evans rabbit hole. I just wasn't able to do it then, but I'm able to do it tonight. So if y'all ready, let me know in the chat. I want to see the purple hearts go crazy in the chat right now. If y'all ready for this tonight, we're going to go down to RatchetTV, Chosen, Rob, Kenneka, Teresa. We going down through the whole rabbit hole from the plot, from the hotel to the everything. We're going back down through the whole shit. We're going to expose it all tonight right here on RatchetTV. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it tonight. So if y'all ready, let me know in the chat. We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. All right? So I don't want to lose you or confuse you. I just want y'all to listen with an open mind. Salute to Keyshawn for being a member for 23 months. Salute to Capri for being a member for 19 months. Y'all drop the flowers for those two. Salute, salute, salute. All right. I appreciate everybody in the building, man. Let's go. Let's get these likes up. Let's double tap that screen. Let's get the donations up. We're going to be here for a while tonight, man. So go ahead and get your cookies and get your candy, your snack cakes, your dinner, get it out the microwave, oven, whatever. Go ahead and get your fresh beverages. Take a shot of whatever you got going on. Tonight I'm just drinking my water. I'm chilling. But we're going to go down through this rabbit hole. I want to be focused, and I want to really give y'all this content tonight. So without further ado, let's get ready to get this started, man. I got to go back through here and get all my receipts ready, man. We was jamming out with the music, but all right. So let's go. Give me a second. I know it's gonna echo 1 second. Give me a second. Hold on.
It ain't worth it, bro.
My bad. All right. So we gonna go back down this rabbit hole right here. This is where we was headed last time when I got off, and I told y'all we was gonna pick up where we left off. But we gotta chop it up about this whole plot, this whole play. We gotta go back down through here, and we gotta open up a few old files just to connect some new information that's going to come in here later tonight when we get to the Antonia Evans. I got to give y'all the whole rundown on the rundown. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all ready, I'm telling y'all, we finna be here for a minute. So if y'all are Kenneka Jenkins case lovers, you going to absolutely love tonight's content. I'm going to be real with you. I've been trying to put this together for damn near 2 weeks. Let's get to it. We got a lot to discuss. Y'all ready? Let's go.
It ain't worth it, bro, to be fucking with these high-power people unless you got God on your side.
So tell me this. So yo, you know everybody know I got the Irene interview, and I got 3 more powerful interviews. I really want to drop them and leave this shit alone. But my life been threatened numerous times. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't drop this shit. If you drop it, you put the hotel in danger. All type of other shit I don't even talk about. I just stay with the rappers now. But should I just drop it and say fuck what everybody got to say?
Man, I'm going to leave it up to you, man. What you need to do, don't ask me, man. You need to go into prayer, man. You need to ask the universal Most High God what you should do. Because when you playing with this type of stuff, if you ain't ready for spiritual warfare, don't even go in this direction. Because
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. Fam, I've been on this side of things. I go through it all the time, bro. That's why I told you I needed a mental break. The gang stalking and stuff is real in all these cases. Bro, it just doesn't stop. It doesn't. It just keeps going and going. It doesn't stop, and they send people from all angles. It just doesn't stop. So this guy that's on the phone, I don't know who's talking to him on the phone. Can't make out who that is. But whoever this is, It's telling him straight up, bro. And I believe whoever this is speaking to him is someone who's been through this as well. If you've ever been through it, you could just tell by listening to what somebody's telling somebody, or somebody's just talking. If they're just giving you advice, or whoever, you're just listening to someone, you can kind of tell, bro, you've been through this. He's telling them straight up, fam, if you're not ready for spiritual warfare, don't do whatever you think you're finna do, don't do it. Because what you're stepping into is bigger than all of us. And you got to understand that, bro. I get it. Trust me and believe me. I know that I can't live my life the way I would even. I can't be normal no more because of that right there. Spiritual warfare. This shit is real. So we're going to go all the way down there through this tonight. So just focus on RatchetTV not paying attention to the message that people are sending them, bro. This is fixing to get real ugly, real quick. You stepping into a pile of poop. We're going to keep it PG tonight. We ain't doing all that tonight. But he's finna step into a pile of poop, and he don't even see it coming, dog. Let's go.
All wars ain't physical. All wars ain't physical, man. Everybody want to talk about what happened, but nobody talks about God, the real God. Nobody talks about him, man. But it came to a point in my life I had to face up and say, yo, you know what? God real, and his word is real. And that's when we leave God out the equation. That's when we fall short. For real, bro. This shit right here is deep, bro. These people been running the world, man, before we even came here, man. They in every city and they in every fucking town.
Now, what is going on with y'all, man? It is Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, man. So y'all, this out. To my surprise. So y'all remember in yesterday's video, right? You know, the Jenkins mom. And I said, ain't nobody been talking about the Kenneka Jenkins case. There's maybe like 1 or 2 channels that consistently still post about her. So I said, what is this? So I went to look up Kenneka Jenkins' mom, you know, recent stuff. And turns out she just made a Facebook post talking about her settlement and how she took the money to be quiet about her daughter's death. Now, my mind was damn near completely blown because I had just brought up Kenneka Jenkins, and not even 4 hours later, I come across clips of the mom recently talking. Now, this is the post. We can start the video off, and I'll read this real quick. And we're going to get into the settlement. We're going to get into a couple of clips of people talking about it because a lot of accounts, you know, anything new comes out about this case, people are going to talk about it immediately. That's why I started the video with that RatchetTV clip, because y'all remember everything. You know, I did like 2 videos about RatchetTV.
All right. So Kenneka Jenkins' mom takes the money. She takes the bait. She takes the settlement, right? And right then and there, everybody kind of realizes, so you were a part of this shit. So whenever they say that Kenneka went into a room and they seen you there in this room, and then I'm hearing you talk later on down the line and you're saying, oh, I prayed for some girls in a room and they made my daughter bleed. What the fuck are you talking about? What in the sacrifice? Like, what do y'all got going on here? What is really going on with this Kenneka Jenkins case? Because it's seeming like this wasn't some accidental death. Obviously, it never was, and I don't think anybody ever believed that it was. But the clearer, it gets more clearer by watching all the players expire, fade away, shut up, go ghost. Whatever happened to everybody in the Kenneka case? What happened to everybody? Where is everybody? No one speaks about Kenneka no more. It's like she didn't even exist. Or was that a part of the play? Man. Let's go.
Y'all remember everything that he got into, right? The case was either a complete psyop or it was a Freemasonic ritual. There's nothing in between. Completely fake, or it was a Freemasonic ritual. We already know the mom was an Eastern Star. We already know she popped up with the blonde hair, doing all the purple after the supposed death, right? Now, this is what she said. She said, to whom this may concern, I still don't know what happened to my child's life. Clothes, shoes, cell phone, hair. and the list goes on. I have been promised lies, as if once this case is over, I was forced to never talk about my child again. As you can see, over the years, I wasn't as near as vocal as I am today. So after this post, I might be back in court, but I will be getting sued because I was tricked by they will get me answers. Give me her clothes and her cell phone and anything that belongs to her when she died that was on her body. That was a lie. Once they finished investigation, allegedly people I trusted. Some of this stuff don't make sense. They told me that somehow Kay got out the back door. I never heard how which door could get out, but they never told me how or where. Allegedly, they never told the media. That's why I know the media will lie, allegedly, so I can invite any of you to go. I was in pain going through my cancer battles. They forced us, had us in rooms for hours, and would not let us go until we said what they wanted us to say. They made us accept what they wanted to give us. I'm literally living without my child, and I'm rising above, staying strong, and holding on to hope, even without you. P.S. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held during one of my child's birthdays. At the same time, I was sitting in a meeting about another child who wasn't even living. I had nothing to give my baby that day, but I knew a surprise was waiting once we left that meeting. Before the rain came hard, I've stayed quiet long enough, but at this point, I'm simply speaking my truth. And then she said, now let's make Americans great. Purple hearts.
Said, don't fear, I'm about to go to jail for you if I need to. I have a mic on my thing. I said, whatever happens, we doing this together for Kenneka. And if I lose my life or I go to jail, I'm okay with it. That's how much I believed in this corny ass shit. We was about to move the mountain. And as we began to walk, Teresa said out of her mouth to me, because I will never forget her words, peoples are going to get hurt. I know what happened with my baby. Teresa said out of her mouth to me, because I will never forget her words, peoples are going to get hurt. I know what walk. Teresa said out of her mouth to me, because I will never forget her words, peoples are going to get hurt. I know what happened with my baby. And if I let you do this, they going to be mad at me. And I looked at her and I said,
All right, so y'all listening to this shit? Is everything good? Y'all can hear all the audio, everything clear? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Are y'all listening to this though? And that's how she talked too. Peoples is gonna get hurt. I know what happened to my baby, and she clearly says while reading these messages that she's sending out, she's telling you she knows exactly what happened to Kenneka. She's seen the unedited video. She's seen what RatchetTV had. RatchetTV had it. She knows what RatchetTV had. That's why she don't speak on Zach. These are facts. She won't talk about Zach because she know what Zach knew. Zach knew the same shit she knew because Zach was allegedly there. Allegedly, I don't know, man. Look, double tap that screen and get these likes up, man. This case gets deeper. Let's go.
you know what happened to your baby. Why didn't you tell me? I said, Teresa, stay back, fall back. And she had people who were standing with her, and I went up to that line, and that video clip that I just showed you is the moment I started cussing out the police. But my mind was still trying to process what the woman just said. So I'm cussing them out, but I wasn't going to now try to fight the line because she said turn around. But I'm like, this is what we needed. This the moment. And they cannot do nothing to us because this is under the Constitution. We can walk down here, and we got the manpower. I went back to Teresa Martin, going down memory lane. And I said to her, I said, Teresa, who is the they going to be mad at you? And why do you care?
Who is they that's going to be mad at you, Teresa? So you think Teresa can answer that question? Teresa, and she always says them, they. Teresa knows exactly who they are. She knows because she's with the higher ups. She's playing a role. She's not crazy. She's speaking in codes and riddles, and I told everybody all along what this was about. She's only speaking out because they owe her money. And she wants her money, so she's being loud and wrong. But they, I mean, obviously they still need her for something. And I heard the 33rd degree was her dude, Kenneka's dad, allegedly 33rd degree, and she made a very prominent position in the Eastern Stars when this all happened. So I don't know. Look, that's alleged. I don't know. I'm just saying, hey, look, maybe. So let's continue. What y'all thinking, man? Y'all feeling the content right now? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Double tap the screen if you in the building and you enjoying the content. Double tap the screen. Hold on. All right, let's get to this one.
We want them mad. And she looked at me. And it was a look in her face like, I got to figure this out. I got to stop you. And I looked at her. And I was like, it's okay. Don't be afraid. And she was like, we just need to go back. We just need to go back. I want peace. I want peace. And she began to say, but God, but God, but God. I just want peace. I just want peace. And I said, Teresa, who are they? Why do you care? And we may never get this moment again. We're about to crack this city's wall. That's what I said. She said, we just need to go back. If I would have known what I know now, I would have walked Teresa Martin ass to that line of cops. I would have stood next to her, and I would have told everybody in the public, Teresa Martin is looking for a way out. She has already made her deal. Now, that's what I would have did if I would have known, but I didn't know. So we went back, we finished protesting, we escorted her to her car. Not too much later, she would be online calling off the protest.
So, you know, I'm confused.
So as you see right there, Teresa Martin was a part of them closing down that protest. That's why they stopped protesting. That's why everybody in the city stopped what they were doing and stopped. They stopped trying to get justice for Kenneka after a while. They just stopped, and everybody knows why, because Teresa Martin called it off. That's facts. Teresa Martin called off everything, and everybody's looking at her like, "What the hell? Are you serious? After all this, after all we did." I'm speaking for everybody who was at the time doing a lot for the Kenneka case. Like, a lot of people weren't sleeping. A lot of people weren't eating. A lot of people were really affected by Kenneka Jenkins. And Teresa literally, everyone looked at it like a slap in the face. Like, after all we did, we right here, right now. And this is like, we really at the breaking point to where we can actually get justice. And you're the main one. Without you, there is no us. If you throw up your hands, we have no choice but to throw up ours. And when Teresa Martin threw up her hands and took the money, everybody just looked at her like, why? You could have made way more exposing them and then getting it settled. Like, you could have exposed everything and got a lot more, but you settled. Why? I don't know. But let's continue, man. Let's go. I don't know, man. Let's get back to this Teresa story. Teresa plays one of the biggest key parts in this case. She was sent in here she was the one they were pulling the strings and controlling her the whole time. She was there to set the narrative and keep it that way. That's why she threw her hands up and said no protest.
I'm confused. Let's get into some stuff, because like I've been reading a lot of comments, it sounds like that money done ran out. Or, you know, she just being told we keeping this rabbit hole going as long as we can. Like I said, it's either all fake, and there was never a Kenneka Jenkins. That name was just made up, you know, because remember Kendrick Johnson, remember that K and that J, you know. I think it was all connected. Not saying that a murder here in Georgia with the 2 white boys and Kenneka Jenkins, like, as in it was a connected case. I'm just saying the names being so similar, it all seemed orchestrated, if you get what I'm trying to say. But either a psyop or a Freemasonic ritual, nothing in between. All right. And this, before I keep going, I just thought it was interesting to hear some other people's take. All right. Check this out.
I like what I'm finna say, but the truth ain't never been scared of a lie. Kenneka Jenkins' mother sold her soul for that $3.7 million. It is no way, no amount of money, none could make me turn my back on my child. If my child was taken off this earth in a way that wasn't intended for her, I need them answers. She had the whole world behind her. The whole world. People lost their life trying to find out the truth for you. Those demons are eating her up. Kenneka Jenkins' memories, the memories of her child, are eating her alive. She probably can't sleep at night. She can't eat. They didn't force you. The devil always gives you a choice. He have to give you a choice. It's written in spiritual law. He just knew what your soul really wanted. You didn't value your daughter's life. You valued money. They would have had to take me out. You get what I'm saying? Especially if people that was riding for her got their life took in the process. You can't expect sympathy from the same people that you told to leave it alone. You begged us to leave it alone.
That's facts right there. You begged us to leave it alone. You didn't want justice for your daughter. You didn't want justice for Zach. You didn't want to. You know how many people lost their life over this Kenneka case? And you look at everybody and say what the fuck you said and took that money knowing all these people then died in behind your daughter and your family? And y'all ain't even step? All y'all quiet as a mouse over there getting BBLs and living y'all best fucking life. Meanwhile, we sitting over here like, what in the fuck is going on? Meanwhile, there is no RatchetTV no more. There is none of these people. Look at all the people that was around Kenneka who ended up losing their lives. There's no alleged. That's facts. Man. You can't make this shit up, though. So Teresa Martin's a real piece of work. Let's continue, man.
After you got what your soul really wanted, and that's that 3.7 million. The devil knew she valued money over her child, bro. And that's exactly what he used to tempt her. And we all know, once you sell your soul, bro, it's gonna be hard to get it back, if you can get it back.
Now, ain't that the truth? One of the most important parts about that clip was all the people in the world who was investigating this case. One of the biggest murder mysteries I have ever seen on the internet. Y'all remember, we even talked about murder mystery theater, murder mystery companies that are based in Chicago, New York. I think there's one here in Atlanta. We talked about the theories of it being created, like the entire Kenneka Jenkins case being a legitimate murder mystery that was written. We talked about that. I don't know if y'all remember that video, but there are literal murder mystery, like theater, basically, where people go and watch murder mysteries that are written. So many different theories to try and crack this case. I remember the one thing I used to always say: cases like this were never meant to be solved. And that's what made me believe it was a real murder mystery that was written, that was completely fake, because it was never meant to be solved.
And I agree with that. This case was never meant to be solved. This was supposed to be something that it wasn't, that it turned out to be. So you had to pretend it was because it never was supposed to be. I know that makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense of what I'm trying to tell y'all. The Kenneka Jenkins case was never supposed to happen because it was never supposed to be her. It just so happened to turn out that way. It was a 2-for-1. You get what you, but then it was about the harvesting. You can say it in the chat, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Getting it. Same thing they did to Kendrick Johnson. It just had to happen, bro. But that was written for him. That was a play written for Kendrick Johnson. This play wasn't written for Kenneka. It just turned out to, she had the main character role. She turned out to be the star role. It just never was supposed to be that way. But it was orchestrated to be something else. Just turns out Kenneka was the star of the show that night, and she didn't realize it. Let's continue.
They gave us something knowing it wouldn't, it wouldn't be justice to the public. Like, it's like, okay, we're going to give them that her cause of death was walking in the freezer and she froze and, yeah. It's like, they know you're not going to accept that. Doesn't matter that it's closed. No one is responsible. No single person. Yeah, the mom seeked out $50 million in damages, but only ended up getting 10. Lawyers got 3.5. Other family members got 2.7. The mom got 3.7 herself in a wrongful death lawsuit. But now she's coming out saying that that money was supposed hush money. It was shut you up money. Don't say anything. Don't contest this money. That's supposedly what it was. And who really knows? You know, I mean, unless, you know, people in Chicago can vouch that she got that money. She moved out the hood. She started living better. I mean, we ain't see that money hit her account. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying, oh, the money running out. You know, I really like that clip about, you know, her giving up her soul for 3.7 million and basically forgetting about her daughter. And a lot of the clips on TikTok is like, you know, no amount of money, you know, would suffice for me not wanting to know the truth about my daughter. Like, why is the mom coming out and saying this now? Basically a full 2 years after the settlement. Why would you come out now and talk about that you were silenced? You were basically, you know, forced to take what they wanted to give y'all in order to stay silent. I mean, if you want to believe the whole Kenneka Jenkins thing is real to begin with, and she really lost her daughter, then it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that. There's no way you could make me settle. There's no way you could sit me in a room. I don't give a damn how many hours you sit me in this room. First of all, I ain't the type of dude that's built to just sit in no room with nobody. Y'all got me. Like, you going to just go ahead and do what you came to do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm getting the fuck up out this door. Y'all finna shut the hell up talking to me. And whatever comes with that. So I'm finna make a couple phone calls and it's gonna get popping in here real quick. So I suggest you let me about this room. You ain't finna sit me in a room and tell me, oh, you not finna speak on your kid. And well, first of all, you got everybody in here got me messed up. I'm finna go live right now. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going live in this room. Why y'all telling me not to do this? Well, y'all hear this? These people is telling me, man, I'm in fear of my life. These people telling me in this room, I can't speak on my kid. I don't know what's going on. They want me to settle. I ain't settling. I would have built the biggest lawsuit in a lifetime against y'all to expose everything about my kid. What are you talking about? There's no way I would have settled. So I can't agree with you right there, ma'am, Miss Ma'am. I can't agree with nothing you got. We can't move forward in no conversation because you took the money. You settled. You was cool with it. Let's continue. What y'all think, though? It's just my opinion, though. Let's continue, though. Let's go.
You know, you gave up your essence. You gave up your soul for that money and you shut quiet. You know, you didn't give a damn about the truth because your daughter gone. You got over $3 million. You feel like you hit the jackpot in life. I mean, that money is powerful. What they say, that love of that money is powerful. And when it's in your heart and that's your desires, like, you know, the devil gonna give it to you, you know, but it's gonna come at a cost, especially when you're getting it that way. But, you know, a part of me, it's really hard to believe the case. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to believe that it wasn't completely orchestrated, that it wasn't a ritual. It's hard to believe that, you know, the girl even exists in the first place. It's hard to believe that she really died. It's hard to believe anything about the case, even with RatchetTV. You know, we dug deep into RatchetTV's death. A lot of people see his death as being the result of the Kenneka Jenkins case. That's why people were saying, like, people had your back. People lost their life over this case. But, you know, there's also very well documented, you know, articles and stuff on the guys who actually killed RatchetTV, you know, and why he was killed.
And that's allegedly. I'm going to tell y'all right now. RatchetTV's death had absolutely nothing to do with the streets. The streets actually really, really rocked with RatchetTV in Chicago, like heavy. And even the T Streets theory, it just don't check out. Nobody would have put the green light on RatchetTV in Chicago at this time. Not as far as the streets. I mean, green light was on Zach because of what he was doing with the Kenneka case. Had he never touched that Kenneka case, Zach would still be here today. That's how I'm telling you. this is me just telling you off what I've gained from the covering these cases. RatchetTV would still be alive if he never would have touched the Kenneka Jenkins case. If he just would have shut up about Kenneka, he would still be alive. His death had nothing to do with T Streets, had nothing to do with Chicago beef. It had nothing to do with the city at all as far as the streets wanting Zach. Nobody would have put the green light on Zach. Everybody knew Zach was with T Streets that night. Everybody knew. It wasn't no secret. So it goes to show you that they're capping about the RatchetTV angle. That ain't what happened.
We went over that as well. I got that video where we fully.
Oh, and salute to Certified One for that 14-month membership and good times for that membership. I appreciate you. Drop the flowers for Certified One, and thank you for the $20. I appreciate you, Certified One. Salute, salute. Let's get back to it.
Break down what we thought, RatchetTV death was. We went over the article of the exact guys who killed him, who were caught for it, who were released. Some of them, if not all of them, were released. But I think a couple of them are dead now as well. I think like 2 of them ended up getting killed. But they were released under some kind of law. Some kind of law. I can't remember what it was, but all that stuff was questionable. There was damn near, a very good chance RatchetTV was not killed because of this case. If you really dig deep into it, there's a very good chance he was not killed because of Kenneka Jenkins. A lot of people don't know that. They just tie it together and think RatchetTV, because of all the exposing that he was doing around the case, that, his death was directly related. But there's a chance that it wasn't. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I have a hard time believing, the name Kenneka Jenkins is even attached to a real person. I don't know, y'all. This case has been such a mystery since day one that there's no definitive answer to anything. I don't care what nobody say. Whatever you think you know, whatever you think you found, you don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. There's no real answer. There's just no real answer. And I think that's all I'm gonna end it with. I just wanted to get on here.
One thing I can't agree with on it, there is no real answer of what happened, because the people who were a part of the play played their parts. A lot of people got paid from this shit. They just made it public with Teresa. There were so many people paid on the back end just to even set the whole play up. There was girls in the background, Bree. That was the main target. It was supposed to be Bree that night. And then it turns out it just ended up being Kenneka. Monifa knew about what was going on. Irene was just green, and she ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Just being real, Irene didn't have nothing to do with the shit. But Monifa, Bree, Kenneka, it was a couple of her homegirls that was all part of the play. Was it girl Shania? I can't remember her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. All of them damn girls was involved in the shit. They just was playing a role. It wasn't to set Kenneka up. It was to cover up the fact that and you can't forget the girl that was, it really turned out to be the 48-year-old missing lady, Antonia Evans. Man, there's so many names. Antonia Evans, Bree, and Kenneka. Those are the main 3 people in this case. Everybody else was playing roles, but Kenneka was also playing a role. She just didn't know she was starring in the movie. Bree didn't know she was a player in the movie. She had no idea she was even having a role. She didn't know she was being filmed at this time, speaking in movie terms. And then Antonia Evans had no idea that there was even a movie going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of players in this game. You just got to stay focused on who is who, because they all play a role in this shit. Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Let's go. Let's listen to Antonia's mom.
All playing with about Antonia Evans. Let's get it.
They came in here looking for me. Something ain't right, Fed. Something ain't right with Chosen. Chosen is more into this than he's saying.
Now, this is Antonia Evans' mother. Speaking about Chosen, saying, look, he's involved in this. He's definitely involved. He's more involved than he's letting on, but he definitely. But if you know, quiet as kept, all the bloggers was. Rob, Chosen, Zach, all of them were connected to this case. They said they got videos of Rob and Kenneka riding around on the 6th. You know what I'm saying? Chosen was connected to her. They saying somebody might have slept with her, Zach or whatever. It's a lot. If you dig deep into this rabbit hole of Kenneka Jenkins, it's a lot of stuff you're going to find out about this. It's kind of weird, too. It's kind of some cringe stuff, but all these dudes knew and wanted Kenneka. But let's continue.
Something ain't right, Fed. Something ain't right with Chosen. Chosen is more into this than he's saying.
Well, I'll be damned. You don't say. Well, what about you? And your name, what you gonna do?
I will clear my name when I get back and turn that car in. When I get back and turn that car in, once I get settled, I'll let you know.
First off,
man. So as you see, there's so many players in this damn game. There's so many damn players in this game. Let's continue, man, going down this Kenneka Jenkins rabbit hole. We're going to be here for a while. Double tap that screen and get these likes up.
we're going to do it like this. How long has your daughter been missing?
Over 2 months, 2.5 months, almost 3 months now.
Okay. What is your take on, first we're gonna try to break it down section by section. How old is your daughter?
48.
She's 48. And that makes you?
65.
65. All right. Now, in a minute, I'm gonna throw a couple pictures up on the screen of your daughter and everything like that also. Now, in a minute, I'm gonna throw a couple pictures up on the screen of your daughter and everything like that also. What is your take on Teresa while I put these pictures up of your daughter?
She's not telling the truth about the young lady in the casket or the freezer.
And I'm gonna pull this up while you're on to that. Okay, so let's talk about the casket picture. Okay, let me show the picture of your daughter, the pictures of your daughter first that you sent me. And I just want everybody to know, get their own analysis of what's being presented here. And she has the distinct birthmark between her eyes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you haven't heard from her in about 2 going on 3 months.
Right.
Okay. About 3 months. Okay. Did I get all of them? I think I did. So, okay. Let me get these right here. Okay, if you want to start with the freezer pick.
You see, this just what these niggas like of you.
Man, we ain't sugarcoating nothing. Oh, okay, I thought he wanted. Detective Hayden played in the murder of Antonia Evans. We not gonna sugarcoat it. Antonia Evans that was killed. I'm telling you facts, man. I can show you the video of this man beating her to death. And he called my people and said, we found her. She don't want to talk to the family. We found her. We verified her via phone. You can't verify nobody via phone. How the Detective Hayden playing, man? I've been talking to him for a month on the phone. He steady spinning us off. All we want to do is see our family members. If you said you seen her, you found her, just let us see us. We've been talking for a month. He lied to us. He lied to us. This man played a part of her case, man. He lied like that the last couple of months. Missing person. He had the case, Antonia Evans. And then he told my people, don't worry about no media coverage. Y'all ain't gonna get nothing. He gave us 16 flies and kicked the old 66-year-old lady about it. He know who we talking about. Tell Detective Hayden to go on YouTube. You on YouTube, John. That's my aunt. Who's the detective?
Hagen or Hayden? Hayden. She said he doesn't work anymore, but we have, and we told Hagen also we have audio proof, we have visual proof, we recorded everything. Nobody listened to it. You know, it's not to be used in court of law and like that, but we have all the recordings of Officer Hagen telling us that he identified a woman who's deceased over the phone, and he got her whole immediate family plan.
Man, I told you now this Antonia Evans rabbit hole gets deep. They said that they verified her body by phone. Like, wait, what? How is that even freaking possible? How do you verify someone's body by the phone? Is that even legal? I don't think so. I don't think that's legal, bro. But Antonia Evans was also never to be solved, and obviously never has been. So yeah, these rabbit holes get real deep, man. Let's continue.
This man stalked me for a whole year because he thinks I'm Kenneka Jenkins. And this is why I really believe Black fatigue to be real. This grown man and a half been stalking me for a whole year. And what's sad about it is you literally have all these people following you, being deceived. Now,
so I'm just showing this part to show y'all. We'll get into this later if we got time. But there was a dude going around is claiming that this girl right here was Kenneka Jenkins, fooling everybody. I mean, the internet is just a crazy place. But obviously, this girl ain't no damn Kenneka Jenkins. But so don't go down that rabbit hole. Don't go down that rabbit hole. There's some people out there very much so chasing the clout and just want some views and just want some clicks. Just stay focused on the mission, man. And it's justice for Kenneka, but don't be fooled. I ain't gonna delete that one. We'll bring that one back up later, man. Don't be fooled by that damn content, man. That ain't real.
Okay, so I'm in here going through messages and things, and somebody hit me with a real good one.
Boom. Okay, let's think through the confusion. Miss Barbara says her daughter is not light complected. She's dark complected. And we all can see that with our own eyes.
And that is I was speaking to somebody about this, trying to figure out what Antonia Evans' mom's name was. So it is Miss Barbara. Her mom's name is Barbara. So Barbara was saying that the girl in the casket was her daughter. That wasn't Kenneka. And if you know the casket picture from, that wasn't Kenneka. I don't give a fuck what you say. Go pull it up the picture. It ain't Kenneka. Period, point blank. And she's saying that was her daughter, but they put light makeup on her to make her look light, and she's dark complected. But that's her daughter. She could tell that was her daughter in that casket, allegedly. Let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? So take that in consideration. Look at the photos and look at the complexion of the people you see. You dig what I'm saying? Let's be rational and logical thinkers. Her daughter is dark complected. I'm gonna let her tell you again. Okay, now let's get into the significance of the marriage certificate itself.
I know he's not going to tell me everything that's going on. I know that. But my God, Marco, everybody got a date on their marriage certificate. He's playing with his mother.
I know.
You used to be friends with that, didn't you? Yeah, why? Oh, I'm just saying, you used to be friends with it, didn't you?
So y'all in the comments saying that she has a Facebook page, she alive, Antonia Stanton, and I understand that. I've been had these photos a long time before Straight Drop brought them to y'all.
I know he's not going to tell me everything that's going on. I know that. But my God, Marco, everybody got a date on their marriage certificate.
Okay, now let's be grown, folks. Let's think rational. My daughter is dark complected. My daughter never married a fucking Rodney Stanton. Evans. Her daughter is dark complected. Okay? Think logically. And then think about where is the birthmark on Antonia Stanton? I'm just saying, man. Let's be grown folks.
So once you go down that Antonia Evans Stanton rabbit hole, it gets real fucking confusing. That's all I'm gonna say. That whole rabbit hole with Antonia gets even more confusing than the Kenneka Jenkins case. And you just start to see how they just tying up. It's so many people tied up into Antonia just as well as you just seen. People was exposing this in the streets. People was really trying to get this information out, but they just swept it under the rug because they used her in the Kenneka Jenkins case. They used her in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Let's continue.
It seemed like you calling up your women and having them. Yo, you said you got women.
We talked about the Kenneka case. Please say something to him. Say something. Okay, she gonna say. Now talk, Josie. You owe me big time for this.
Okay, Irene, how you doing? I'm good. That don't sound right. All right, Irene. Okay, so I believe technically, like on the night that was a reenactment. You know, well, I don't even know if this is on the phone, but anyway, I believe on the night that was a reenactment, and I think she actually died before that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you, do you have anything to do with her death? No. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so when you guys left before they supposedly started searching for her, right?
Now, notice when this first jumps out, y'all can hear it fine, right? RatchetTV, when it first jumps out, he's like, Chosen, you owe me big time for this. And then you're just like, what the fuck y'all got going on? You know what I'm saying? What was that about? You owe me big time for this. And then he just proceeds to say, oh, I think it was a reenactment. She didn't say what reenactment. What are you talking about? She just it gets loose. This shit gets loose. Thank y'all for the gifts and everything. I appreciate y'all. But just pay attention to this. Listen to this Chosen and Irene and Zach. Let's go.
Yeah, we left before that. Way before that? Not way before that, but we left before that. Alright, is there anything you want to get out to people? I mean, to the people, I know I saw a post from Monifa. I don't know if it's real. They said that you and her were going to be on the Ellen show or something like that. They called us, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. So what are y'all going to do when y'all get on there? Y'all trying to clear y'all name, or y'all just want to shed light on the case, or what y'all doing on the Ellen show? Clear our name. Nothing to do with it. I believe that y'all was there. Well, not even you. I believe it was somebody who supposedly looked like you doing a reenactment and stuff like that. But I believe the actual killers, like I said, are the mom and the sister. You know what I'm saying? While they got everybody looking at y'all reenactment, I think the killing actually happened to the right. I don't know who it is. I can't even tell you that.
Did y'all just hear that? Do we need to run that back? Did y'all just hear what the fuck I just heard? Let me know in the chat if y'all just heard what I heard, because I just want to make sure my ears is clear. Did y'all just hear what the hell I heard? Or do we need to run that back a little bit? Because I heard exactly what the hell I know I heard. Oh, but before we run anything back, we got 1,500 people in here. Can y'all double tap that screen? How the hell we only got 500 something likes and we got 1,500 people in here wanting to hear about Kenneka? Ain't this what y'all want? The gems in the Kenneka case? Double tap that screen and get these likes up, man. Come on, I'm giving y'all content. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We should have way past 600 likes in this motherfucker. Let's go, y'all. Double tap that screen. Let's go. Everybody in this building should double tap that screen if you enjoying the content. Let's go, let's go. Do I got to wake y'all up? What we doing? Throw a super chat up. What we doing, gang? We got a lot of people in here. Let's go. Double tap that screen. Throw a super chat, something. Let's go. Throw some gifts up. Let's run this damn shit back real quick. Hold on. I'm finna go off. All right, let's go. Oh, hold on. My bad. It's finna echo. Oh, but notice they said they was going on the Ellen show. My bad about the echo. They was going on the Ellen show. Keep in mind, they was going on the Ellen show. Notice Ellen has a lot of things in her background of her show about an island somewhere. I'm just saying this rabbit hole gets deep. Remember they were going on the Ellen show. That's kind of weird. When did Ellen start covering cases like this? Remember when Steve Wilkos' show called me and they're like, wait, when the fuck Steve Wilkos start covering missing cases? It's getting kind of weird. There's a play at hand when you go on these damn shows. Let's keep that in mind.
Nothing to do with it. I believe that y'all was there. Well, not even you. I believe it was somebody who supposedly looked like you doing the reenactment and stuff like that. But I believe the actual killers, like I said, are the mom and the sister. You know what I'm saying? While they got everybody looking at y'all reenactment, I think the killing actually happened to the right.
I don't know who it is. I can't even tell you that. I'm not sure. I don't know who. It's not us.
I agree it's not y'all.
I don't make it seem like it's us because they're trying to hide something.
Hey, hold on. Please tell them release the footage. Your parents asking for safety on some serious shit. Because they think I'm holding it hostage.
Oh, yeah. My parents looking out for my safety.
Hey, one thing too, Irene, I'm glad you're on the phone. I pulled up a video where I actually believe that they pulled in a couple of old images and stuff like from the 6th because, okay, when I saw you in the lobby on one video, you had white and red shoes on, red on the tip, white on the sides, and then when I looked at the so-called person who was playing you in the reenactment, they had on all red shoes. Why the difference in shoes?
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one.
What color shoes did you wear?
I had red shoes too.
Were they all red or red and white?
Red and white.
I couldn't hear you.
My shoes was red and white.
Okay, because the person when I posted the Ty Rowland video where the girl had the messed up weave, I don't believe that was you. The weave was too jacked up. That was somebody else. But anyway, they had on all red shoes. And then when I looked in the lobby, that person had on some white and red shoes, or white going up the sides and everything with red on the toe. Two totally different pair of shoes.
Well, that's what I had on.
You had on the all red with the white bottom?
No, red and white shoes, not the all red.
Okay, well the person in the reenactment had on all red. So that clearly states it or puts it there. But like I said, I don't think so. And what do you feel about the mother having the ticket for the 6 in her car?
There's some fishy shit going on.
Whoa. Don't do that on him. Don't do that. Don't bash the mother on him. You're not going to do that.
Notice when they brought up the 6, RatchetTV instantly, whoa, we're not doing that. We're not finna bash the mother. Why would you not want to bash the truth if you're justice for Kenneka? That is a big question mark. What the fuck did she have that ticket for the 6th in her car for? That's a very valid question. What are you protecting? Because y'all are in on the same play. You see what I'm saying? You and Zach and Teresa were in on the exact same play. That's why she's naming names to him to get Zach knocked off. He don't even realize she played him. She calling your phone, disguising her voice, giving you the players, but you are already putting 2 and 2 together anyway. You was in on the play. You just wasn't in on the play. She filled you all the way in. Okay, so you playing like this? Let me go ahead and tell you exactly who you playing with. So go look up this name. You recording the shit, putting it on live. You putting their business on Front Street. Now people Googling their names and shit like that. Zach, you fucked up. You broke the oath, my brother. That's exactly what happened to you. Let's continue.
We're not going.
There's some fishy shit going on.
Whoa. But like I said, I don't think so. And what do you feel about the mother having the ticket for the 6 in her car?
There's some fishy shit going on.
Whoa. Don't do that on him. Don't do that. Don't bash the mother on him. We're not going to do that. I will hang up on both. Please don't do that. Right? Like, don't do that. Please don't do that. We're not here to bash no mother. We're not.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm making a fucking call for you.
Irene didn't have a problem with it. I'm asking Irene, not you. She didn't have a problem with it. She was answering it.
Don't ask. I fucking...
This is... Okay, so I'm going to just call you back, okay? This is my life you playing with right now.
And he wanted me to release the footage, man. And I told him why I can't.
No.
Hang up on both.
There's some fishy shit going on.
Whoa. Don't do that on him. Don't do that. Don't bash the mother on him. We're not going to do that. I will hang up on both. Please don't do that. Right? Like, don't do that. Please don't do that. We're not here to bash no mother. We're not.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm making a fucking call for you.
Irene didn't have a problem with it. I'm asking Irene, not you. She didn't have a problem with it. She was answering it.
Don't ask.
This is okay, so I'm gonna just call you back, okay? This is my life you playing with right now.
And he wanted me to release the footage, man. And I told him why I can't.
No. I have no problem with answering those questions. I don't believe Irene did it. Let me help clear that girl's name while she's on the phone.
I want to call one dude. I want to call one more person for you, bro. But
Now, just notice what just happened right there. Notice what just happened. Right? She said, "You playing with my life." He's like, "I don't think she had nothing to do with it." Zach is controlling the narrative. Zach was sent to control the narrative, and Zach thought that he was bigger than the program in the end. Zach, and then he admitted he got the footage. Didn't I tell y'all last time I was in Miami? I told y'all Zach got that footage. Zach edited the footage. Zach had the real footage in his computer. Unedited version of exactly what happened to Kenneka. And he never would release it. He should have just released it at this point. But he ended up losing his life in behind it. But yeah, he was playing with it. Zach was playing.
I promise to God, you can't say nothing crazy. Okay?
And do you swear on everything that was Irene we was just talking to?
Listen, be quiet. Seriously, be quiet. Be quiet. Please answer, because this is going to take the cake. Answer. This is what the world needs to hear. Yo, what up? Hello?
What's up?
Chillin'. What you doing?
Okay.
You out west?
No.
But look, I want you to holler at one of the guys for me, man. He doing a little investigation. You can trust him. He ain't on no police shit. You know what I'm saying? Is you willing to talk to him?
No.
He ain't on no. He doing. Yo, what up?
Those questions. I don't.
Now, this is where I think Chosen wasn't in all the way on the play. Because Zach, I think Chosen knows some shit, but Zach is controlling the shit. Zach is literally like, bro, I'm going to put you on the phone. People don't say nothing crazy. Zach wants you to get comfortable enough to say, okay, the information is valid because it came from Zach. I talked to the people, but Zach is controlling everybody behind the scenes. Zach is putting together all the plays. Zach is the one controlling all the puppets. He's the puppet master. Zach was evil as fuck. This facts. Long live Zach. Don't want to disrespect him, man, but this is dead ass what was going on. Zach knew everything. He was playing with it. Zach was putting on a fucking show. That's what got RatchetTV up out here. Have y'all ever seen this before? Drop the gems if you've seen this before in the chat. Drop the eyeballs if you like, what in the hell am I watching right now? Let me know in the chat if y'all seen this before. Drop the gems if you have. Drop the eyeballs if you like, what in the hell, man? Let me know in the chat. Double tap that screen and get these likes up though, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Salute to who is that? Salute to Honey Trap for gifting those 5 memberships. Salute to Honey Trap. Let's go.
I'm asking Irene, not you. She didn't have a problem with it. She was answering it.
Don't ask.
This is okay, so I'm gonna just call you back, okay? This is my life you playing with right now.
And he wanted me to release the footage, man. And I told him why I can't.
No. I have no problem with answering those questions. I don't believe Irene did it. Let me help clear that girl's name while she's on the phone.
I want to call one dude. I want to call one more person for you, bro. But I promise to God, you can't say nothing crazy. Okay?
And do you swear on everything that was Irene we was just talking to?
Listen, be quiet. Seriously, be quiet. Be quiet. Please answer, because this is going to take the cake. Answer. This is what the world needs to hear. Yo, what up? Hello?
What's up?
Chillin'. What you doing?
Okay.
You out west?
No.
But look, I want you to holler at one of the guys for me, man. He doing a little investigation. You can trust him. He ain't on no police shit. You know what I'm saying? Is you willing to talk to him?
No.
He ain't on no interview and shit. He just want to talk to you about some shit that happened that night.
No.
He not like the news reporter. He also like, you know, I'm gonna call you early in the morning for no bullshit. And if you hungry, want me to bring you some breakfast? You want some breakfast? What you want?
How does it tie in with everything, bro?
No, that's my homie. He on FaceTime. But anyhow, you want to talk? Huh?
I said, who is this and how does she tie in with the Kenneka case? Right? Okay, Zach, you got women. Don't be calling your women on here and having them pretending like they're people or pieces in this case, bro. We don't wanna find out how many women you got. That's not why we're here. I'm a passionate person behind this case, bro. Don't play with our intellect like that, man.
So what the hell does RatchetTV really have going on? For the people who haven't seen that before, what are your thoughts on that about RatchetTV now? You see, RatchetTV was pulling all kind of weird ass strings behind this Kenneka case behind the scenes. It was very strange what Zach had going on in this Kenneka case. He was tied into the whole damn case, just allegedly, but Zach was 100% tied into this case. 100%. Let's continue, man. Yeah, that was a crazy one from Zach, bro. That was a crazy one. Let's continue.
I came and it was a lady. She said that if she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone. I came right out here, and I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them did they see it, and it was a lady in the lobby, and she heard me asking at the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room, and come to find out it was the people next door, and when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, and now her friends, they said that they left her on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now.
All right, and I also want to fill y'all in on something else. When Teresa was out there that night, naked, running around in the streets, I got a screenshot, right? When she flashes her phone, boom, I get a screenshot right there. You can see. Once she flashed her phone next to the car, and you could clearly see she was on FaceTime with a Caucasian male, an older Caucasian male. I'm just going to put this in everyone's ear. And if you think I'm lying, go pull the video up. And when she gets right by that car, she's going to have her phone where you can see she's on FaceTime. When she's out there running around in the streets with no clothes on, she's on FaceTime the whole time. You clearly can see it. If you think I'm lying and I'm making this up, you can do it yourself. I'm not going to put it on here because I ain't trying to have her body on my damn screen and get nothing happen to my channel. So I'm just telling you, go look at the video. When she gets by that car and they're like, man, Teresa, whatever, and they pull up right next to her, and she looks over there and she has her phone like that where you could see the screen, and she's on FaceTime with a Caucasian male. I got the screenshot of my phone. I'll put it on my Discord later. If I got to find that picture. It's on my phone. I'll find it and put it on Discord later. Just remind me. But let's get back to it.
She's 19 years old.
Have you spoke? And you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside right in front of the hotel in a parking lot right now. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Well, what's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins. No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. And they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, strengthened up myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for her, once they brought me my car, I came out right out here. Which then, you know, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby.
I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friend supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when he called me.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, sir, but I just want to know, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras and see, it's because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time?
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. And just go disappear. And she know I just had surgery. You know, she know my predicament. And then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has a phone. How did she love her phone? I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all?
Oh yeah. Well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out.
Exactly. You could tell, not to be saying. You could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself.
So just give it a couple hours. Maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very smart.
Okay, well then, like I said, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean?
Okay, and so how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much. Okay.
No, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
201, come to the Crown Plaza. 10-4 right outside. Alright, go to the front desk, grab the binoculars we left there, go outside to the family, and have them show you the room. 201, 101. Go ahead.
If you're looking at the E on the Crown Plaza sign, if you look at the E, it's not the window directly below it, it's the one under that. So 2 underneath where the E is at.
10-4. The blinds are shut right now, but I'm going to get the binoculars. For ICU. Which family member am I supposed to ask? Ask the people in the lot right there to your left. They're standing by a white car in like the lower where you got to walk down into the parking lot. 10-4, I see him. Yeah, just ask them if this is the room that they were talking about. Yes, that is the room they're talking about. It's a bunch of little kids having a birthday party. 10-4.
All right. So right there, I think a lot of people probably haven't seen this shit either, right? I would like to think there's a lot of information that's been floating around that should not have been floating around, and there's a lot of information that should have been floating around that never floated around. If you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all here. So if anybody in the room is confused, this never happened when they said it happened. This was all one big reenactment. This was all one big play to cover up some other shit that they had going on. Going into this, it was never supposed to be Kenneka Jenkins. It was supposed to be Bree Bree. Bree Bree was getting set up by Kenneka. That was the whole master plan, and behind the beauty of this was on the 6th. They were there. That's why Teresa fucked up when she told everybody there's a ticket in my, well, she didn't even tell everybody. She's on the phone with the police. She's like, whoa, there's a ticket in my car of when they arrived at this hotel. It said 1:30, whatever, some PM on the 6th. Wait, why does it say the 6th? She wasn't here on the 6th. Well, okay, well, somebody was there on the 6th. That exact same hotel had a ticket in your car, which she was driving. You just admitted it. She had your car. She was driving. The ticket was in the car from that hotel, the Crown Plaza, in your car on the 6th. Why is that, Teresa? Because you know what the fuck going on, Teresa. You just fucked up. You drunk as hell calling. You always drinking. You was drunk as hell calling the police and slipped. They sent you to do one job and you fucked that up. Let's continue, man. Let's continue.
She's a big part of the fuckery. In this video, if you look at the timestamp is like 9/9/2017, and it's hour 23. That this is on the 9th. Now we know that according to Rosemont, Teresa, the friends, the news, the police department, everybody and everything says that Kenneka was found on the 10th. Now, the timestamp in the video of the Beverly manager, when he goes to the freezer and just miraculously finds Kenneka, is timestamped on 9/10 at it was just a few minutes before 12:30 when the person found the body. How is it that Leonora and Teresa are running out on the 9th at approximately 11:30 after they had viewed the body, when the body wasn't found until 12:30? How are they even being told that Kenneka's body was found at the time that you see them running out of the little conference room or whatever right before you get in the kitchen, when at that time Kenneka's body hadn't been found? Is it that Leonora and Teresa are running out on the 9th at approximately 11:30 after they had viewed the body, when the body wasn't found until 12:30? How are they even being told that Kenneka's body was found at the time that you see them running out of the little conference room or whatever right before you get in the kitchen, when at that time Kenneka's body hadn't been found? Kenneka's body wasn't found until almost 12:30 on the 10th. But clearly you see here that they're running out of there on the 9th. The timeline should have showed them viewing the body and then them running out. People question actions like this, and this is part of the actions that people use to try to prove that this is a fake story. So which one was it? Did they find her on the 9th? Or did they find her, an hour later on the 10th? Because according to these two video footages, it doesn't line up. So how about y'all down in the comments and tell me what y'all think about this video? Because this is the same thing they had on when they went to view the body. But I just want to know what y'all think about that. So I'll see y'all down in the comments.
Man, the world is a stage, right? The world is a freaking stage. And they use this this was center stage for a freaking play. The times don't match up because the dates don't match up. None of it matches up. This was all meant to confuse everybody and was never supposed to be solved. RatchetTV was never solving the Kenneka case. That's the crazy part. RatchetTV never was solving the Kenneka case. It appeared that he was, But if you looking behind the scenes, RatchetTV knew every fucking thing that was going on. That's why he's putting people in position to do interviews and placing people here. That's why when he goes to interview Irene, he's controlling it. When he's getting chosen on the phone with whoever this Irene girl was just to shut him up. Because Chosen is getting too close. So I know Chosen, I can control him. That's what he's telling the people. I can control him. Let me get him on the phone with a few people. I'll shut him up. That's why he's like, don't ask nothing crazy. Shh, be quiet. Don't say nothing. Then he's like, hey, girl, you want to talk? He's like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, fam? You're sitting here playing, and meanwhile, I'm seriously knee deep in this Kenneka case, and you're sitting here playing with me. You're supposed to be my boy. And he's setting Chosen up. So I feel like Chosen is not all the way in the know. I don't feel like Chosen is all the way in the know. I feel like they were trying to control Chosen. I feel like he was getting too close. This is just me just guessing, but by going back and digging deeper. I feel like Chosen was getting too close by uncovering some facts. He was getting too close, so they sent the bloggers, which was Rob and RatchetTV, to get next to him to shut him up. We gonna silence him by YouTube. Y'all get a hold of y'all boy type shit. This is me thinking. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's continue.
She's a big part of the fuckery.
Before she passed out, she was trying to fight her way out the freezer. She done fucking herself up. Cut her foot. Just dropping shit. She was freaking out. When you drunk and you feel that.
But isn't there a button on this?
That shit -20. It don't matter if it's the button. Like, if you drunk as fuck, the way that door is in that freezer.
Mm-hmm.
If you drunk as fuck, you're not gonna open it up. You're not even gonna think. She was more than drunk. Like, she was off that pill. Nobody know what that pill was, but the detectives. They came to my house, talked to me about that shit. All the way from the Rosemont to the
So
south
who
side.
slipped that in her drink and
A
why?
girl, but then ain't nobody gonna snitch. The girl, you could see the girl that slipped it, but ain't nobody on her ass. So what they saying is that basically she shouldn't have took the drink. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
She shouldn't have took the drink. Yeah, it's a sad incident that she died. Because accidents do happen like that. Motherfuckers get into car.
So you seen her? Okay, what happened when she walked out the room by herself and they said like she forgot her phone or something like that?
Oh, they took her phone.
They took her phone.
The friends. It's all with the friends. I got an auntie that died like that. Friends got her drunk, burnt her alive out of jealousy. She was a model. So, I mean, you gonna have friends that do fucked up shit.
So why they wanted her to die or what? Like,
they said in the video they was trying to sell her on Backpage. They were trying to sell her.
I don't believe. But how come in all those? Okay, what happened in that kitchen when the dude was pushing that big ass garbage bag? What was in that garbage bag?
Today, be here right now. That's garbage.
But then how come in like all them? Oh.
All that shit. Hey, amigo, you okay? Yeah. Roll back down. All that shit that everybody, that's the shit that was pissing me off. Because that social media shit, it clogged everybody head up. They thinking, oh, this what happened. Nah, that ain't what the fuck happened. Like, they like, oh.
But how come in them videos it look
like? She got
like?
a friend that work here. I'm the only black motherfucker.
I know for a fact that her friend didn't work here because I watched another video she made. She said she worked at like a hospital or something like that.
Yeah.
But how come it looked okay in the security cameras? How come there was multiple red boxes and there was only her walking through? Like it was detecting another person walking. And then how come they took forever to release the videos and shit? Why wouldn't they just?
Dumb as hell because they didn't have enough evidence. Was nothing because when you go to the real, what they give you to it?
So right there, those are when they're interviewing hotel workers. There's a lot going on the scenes while this is all going on. Everybody is investigating the hell out of this case, and everybody is under fire, right? Meanwhile, you got the string pullers, which are Teresa Martin, RatchetTV, King Rob and company. They pulling out all the stops to cover up. They pulling out all the stops to cover up this Kenneka Jenkins case. You got to pay attention to the plays. Now listen to this. You got to pay attention to the plays and the players. Let's go. Now, this is Rob and Chosen at the police station about Antonia and Kenneka. Notice it. Now I said I feel like Buddy wasn't in the know about Kenneka. Now I think he might have been in the know about Antonia. I feel like a lot of people was in the know about Antonia. That's how everybody knew it was a reenactment, because Antonia lost her life, allegedly.
Don't sugarcoat it. Antonia Evans that was killed. I'm telling you facts, man. I can show you the video of this man beating her to death. And he called my people and said, we found her. She don't want to talk to the family. We found her. We verified her via phone. You can't verify nobody via phone. How the detective ain't playing, man. I've been talking to him for a month on the phone. We steady spinning us off. All we want to do is see our family members. If you said you seen her, you found her, just let us see us. We've been talking for a month. He lied to us. He lied to us. This man played a part of her case, man. He lied like that the last couple months. Missing person. He had the case. Antonia Evans.
You know, it's not to be used in court of law or anything like that, but we have all the recordings of Officer Hagan telling us that he identified a woman who's deceased over the phone. And he got her whole immediate family playing a part in it also. And it ties back into the Crown Plaza incident with Kenneka Jenkins. That wasn't Kenneka Jenkins there. We found the plot. We found the plot that has Antonia Evans in the plot, and it's not Kenneka Jenkins.
They threw a double funeral that night. We can show you the caskets going down in there, 2 different caskets. Kenneka Jenkins is cremated. She got cremated at Everston Crematory. That lady that was in that casket is Antonia Lavette Evans. We came up here 111. Hayden gave my aunt 16 flyers and said, don't worry about no media coverage because y'all won't get it.
But he doesn't work here anymore, right?
But now he don't work here. He's a juvenile officer. So
hold on. He said yes. You said yes?
He said yes. She said no.
He said yes.
I'm telling y'all, this rabbit hole gets deep. Once you get into the Antonia Evans rabbit hole, you've gone too far. Trust me. Once you've gotten to Antonia Evans, you went way too far. That's a part of the stuff that they don't want people talking about. They don't want nobody bringing up Antonia Evans. That is a no-no. To bring that up is a no-no. Let's continue.
How dangerous it can be, depending on what you're talking about. You don't want to end up like me. I did a video about Kenneka Jenkins in December of last year, and it went viral. I got 3.4 million views on the video, and after that, my life never was the same. Whenever you do a video and you're trying to expose the government, you're trying to expose all this crazy stuff, just don't do it. Just don't do it, because you're putting your own life into danger. I'm already zapped. A lot of people, they don't understand the level of technology and how powerful the technology is that the government has.
Okay, so this is the girl who did that story exposing all of the stuff that really went on, the Antonia Evans rabbit hole, the Kenneka Jenkins, the Breonna, all that. She was the one that was going down that rabbit hole and kind of exposed everybody and threw the 3 girls out there. It was a play for 3 girls. This was a center stage and 3 girls was involved. One of them just got away, but she ended up passing too. This is a big rabbit hole, but she was going down that rabbit hole. And you notice now she's changed her tune. Like, no. Don't do this, guys. Like, stay in school, be cool. And she don't want no smoke no more. Now, just ask yourself why. Because it's spiritual warfare and this shit is real, bro. Gang stalking is real, bro. Just trust me. I've been through it. I'm going through it. Trust me. Oh, I feel exactly why she's making this message. I wouldn't do it. They can't shut me up, but hey, I see exactly why she's speaking in this tone. Let's go.
And I'm already zapped and I'm already chipped. I'm microchipped. I'm chipped up. I'm controlled. I'm already under mind control. So it's too late. I already know it's too late. So when you blog about something, just be careful what you blog about. I don't know how I got chipped. I don't know if it was in my food or somebody invited me somewhere. Like, I don't know. But I am chipped and I'm tracked. I'm being tracked. I'm being followed. I'm being stalked by all type of different stuff and different people. And this is not a joke. Be careful what you talk about on the internet.
What do you guys think about this? She's saying she's chipped, she's being stalked and harassed and tracked and traced, and she got all these microchips. What in the hell is going on with her? She don't sound the same no more. This is crazy work. Listen to this, guys.
you guys.
What do y'all think about that? Kind of make you think, bro. Like this is deep. This rabbit hole goes deep, and the spiritual warfare is real. A lot of people play around with this, man. This ain't this job that I do. This ain't for the weak, bro. There's wicked, wicked people out here, and they don't want to be exposed. They don't want to be talked about. They want to live in the shadows. And when you bring the shadows to light, it's dangerous. When you bring light to the shadows, oh, that's a dangerous, dangerous thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's right, bro. You gotta, the internet ain't to play. People play around on the internet, but you're in nothing but the devil's territory. You don't see it, and you don't realize it, but that's why people are consumed with things, and they get addicted to this. And the evil part of the internet, some people get addicted and sucked into, and they don't even realize how demonic their life now is. They just don't realize how you let them in. You let them in and you let them win. But hey, kudos to everybody, right? Let's continue, man. Let's go deeper down this rabbit hole tonight, man. Let's go deeper. Let's continue.
I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I know.
Now I received a call from somebody who said that her name was Betty Green, and she said she was commander. She was threatening that she's going to come with a warrant, that she's going to shut down the hotel. That
Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Resko, R-E-S-K-O.
And you work at the Crown Plaza?
I am assistant general manager, yes.
Okay.
So I want y'all to understand what y'all just listened to. Teresa really called the hotel pretending to be Commander Betty Green. We can't make this up. This is documented. Teresa Martin called the hotel pretending to be a commander. Commander Betty Green. Why would she be calling to act like, why was she called pretending to be police? Let's listen to this again.
Now I received a call from somebody who said that her name was Betty Green, and she said she was commander. She was threatening that she's going to come with a warrant, that she's going to shut down the hotel. That
Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Resko, R-E-S-K-O.
And you work at the Crown Plaza?
I am assistant general manager, yes.
Okay.
So the assistant general manager was threatened by Teresa Martin pretending to be Commander Betty Green, that she's finna shut this hotel down. Big Sexy, thank you for the $10. I appreciate you. Kimco, thank you for the membership. And if you dropped a super chat or anything, if I didn't see you, my bad. I was over here working. Salute to everybody, man. I appreciate it. Double tap that screen, man. We only at 769 likes. Come on, y'all. I know we can get up to 1,000 likes, man. Double tap that screen if you're enjoying the content. Because there's a lot of this shit I bet y'all didn't even know tonight, man. I bet you a lot of this shit is because I be going down rabbit holes like a mug, man. So can't miss me with too much. Let's go.
If y'all really wanna get down to this shit, man, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you. Kenneka is not dead. Kenneka Martin. I didn't say Kenneka Jenkins and that son. Kenneka Jenkins was sold into prostitution. The girl that was in the bathroom with Monifa, that's the real Kenneka. The girl that was in the other room with 2 beds, that wasn't Kenneka. That was Kenneka Martin. Kenneka Martin was in town. She's a model, stripper. She was in town with her friends. She was supposed to go to the movies with them. Instead, she wanted to go to a party that she heard about on Facebook. So, she told her friends to drop her off at the party, not knowing what kind of party she was going to. But that's it. So Kenneka Martin is dead. Kenneka Jenkins is not dead. Kenneka Martin was the female that was in the other room with the light blue jean jacket on. Kenneka Jenkins was the one in the bathroom with the dark blue jean jacket. Listen, that girl that was in the hallway is Kenneka Martin. Y'all the ones confused. Y'all the ones irritated, don't know the truth, trying to seek justice and shit.
Bro, this has got to be one of the most confusing stories that ever existed to man. Like, dead ass. Salute Bugger Lip for the $10. I appreciate you. This case is so freaking confusing. But like I said, it was meant to be that way. This is the way it was supposed to be. They don't want people to talk about this. Let's continue. Hotel worker speaking on Kenneka. Got the music playing, so I'm going to be careful with it.
I mean, you can. Because if they catch your ass down here, you could get arrested.
Oh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be down here.
I mean, you can.
Okay, isn't that the lower level though?
Yeah.
Like, okay, but isn't that like the area with where the check-in is and stuff?
This where you was at?
You work here?
Yeah.
What are you working in the kitchen?
I'm in the house but that shit ain't nothing but.
So you work here when she died?
Yeah. I saw the girl in the video.
But
I already got a tailgater.
They covered that shit up.
Luggage turned to 11:35.
Huh?
We saw the video first. Whole time though. I'm surprised that they won't believe like, oh yeah, she walked in there. Yeah, she walked in there, but.
So you guys seen the video of her walking for free?
She walked in there.
But how come they didn't release that then? Just to prove.
Too much controversial shit.
How?
Now notice how this hotel worker is saying he seen the video. How the fuck did you access a video to an open case, this high profile, this much attention around it? Who let you see that video? That's what we should have been talking about. If you're a hotel worker, but you're trying to convince this girl that ain't nothing going on, it ain't what you think, but you seen the video, well, who showed you? And how you accessed this? Because you should have never been able to see that video. Stay woke.
Brenna shoved me into no freezer.
You got a room there?
Just so I could see. Cause I'm not scared. I have a taser in my pocket and I got mace. I'm not playing with nobody in this hotel.
The housekeepers that work here, they was scared.
So this is the hallway or the elevator she came out of? It was the one that I was just by, right?
He just being nosy. He got shit to do right now. But nah, like what it is, like, I mean, but did she die from the spills? Please no. What's for y'all?
14.
14. Goddamn, girl.
How you gonna take me to the kitchen on 414?
I'm gonna take you to the goddamn kitchen.
You just say you're gonna show me. I know my way back
I'll take your
home.
ass to the kitchen. They locked everything now. It wasn't locked. That's how she was able to get in there. But so I already told him though, like somebody gonna end up getting caught up in her. So when it happened.
So I'm just so confused on how she fucking like walked in there, and there's so many fucking like stairs and. It's creepy. I don't even know what room. Okay, we're gonna walk and talk.
So basically, it's like, okay, yeah, in the video, because they don't know that I'm not supposed to know none of them people. But when my guys, he was at.
One of his guys was at that party. Like I said, this was a whole setup from everybody. Everybody was in on this play. That's why he's over there trying to convince everybody, oh, no, it ain't what y'all think it is, man. Come on, nah, man. It's this, man. It's that. Because you was involved too, brother. And he should have been questioned a lot more than he was. This is sick, bro. Let's continue. This is sick.
Rosemont 911, where's your emergency?
I would like to report a missing report.
A missing report?
Missing person report.
Okay, from where?
She was last seen in Rosemont at the Crown Plaza.
Okay, Crown Plaza.
Yes. She is disabled, and she was last seen last night at 2 o'clock this morning.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 19 years old.
Alright, give me a sec. Okay, ma'am, you're going to want to come into the station. I believe a report was already filed, but you're going to want to come into the station. Can't take a report over the phone.
Okay.
Okay, do you know where our police station is?
Yo, this is some creepy ass. This is creepy, bro. Gotta be real. This case is creepy. Iona, thank you for the $20. I appreciate you, Iona. Salute, salute, salute. Make sure y'all double tap that screen, man. Double tap that screen. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You ain't got the damn girl but y'all around this bitch getting ass.
Now they around this bitch living in mansions, dropping cars. Back to back.
It's time to take my hair down. Like, it wasn't for her, they wouldn't even be living how they live. That's the weird. That's
So right here you see 8 years later and still no tombstone. They would sneak this in the family. And y'all heard them say, oh yeah, man, they got money now, they flashing money, they got cars. They wouldn't even be living like that if it wasn't for her. They pissed off about the Kenneka shit. It's like, sound like y'all wanted some money out of this deal. Y'all didn't get what they got. They settled for a lot more than y'all did. Because y'all got paid in the beginning. Remember that. They probably gave y'all about like 10, 15 bands. They probably gave y'all a little bit in the beginning. Salute to Jay Stay Fresh. I appreciate you. Salute, salute, salute. Dude said they never locked the fridge and somebody was going to get in there, and if it never was locked. Yeah, he did say that. He was like, yeah, I told him somebody going to end up getting caught up. Yeah, that dude was a creep, bro. I'm telling you, that dude was creepy as hell. But these girls went live sneak this in the family. They was talking about, we bought you some flowers, shorty. We came to see you. I'ma send you. I'ma need you, son. But I still come and sit on. Yeah, they saying they still be coming over here sitting with her. I miss you. My bad. I forgot to mute. Hold on.
nope, she don't got no tombstone. Talk to my shorty.
Hey.
Oh. It's time to take my damn
got nothing to say about him. Ain't no little Maya, no ain't gonna play about him. Got Kenneka tabs on me, that's little bro.
So I said something about the stuff, her tombstone and stuff, and he was like, nope.
Oh, we gotta come chop it over, shorty.
So as you see right there, Kenneka didn't even have a tombstone. Kenneka didn't even have don't even got a damn tombstone. For 8 years, 8 years later, still no damn tombstone for Kenneka. 8 years later, still no tombstone for Kenneka. What the fuck? Teresa, you had all that money and didn't even get the damn girl a tombstone, allegedly.
There were these 3 girls in the Crown Plaza the night Kenneka went missing. One of them, the white girl in the pink hoodie with the glasses, stayed at that front desk for almost an hour using the hotel phone even though she had her own. Then around 5:15 in the morning, they checked out, and right before she left, she reached in her pocket, pulled something out, and placed it on the lobby table. 20 minutes later, the hotel manager walks over, grabs it, and disappears into the back office. So what was that? Why did she leave it? Why did he take it? And why does she look just like one of the kitchen workers who was cleaning during the night? What's your thoughts on this scene? Long live Kenneka!
Yo, did y'all catch that? That lady put that on that damn table. She set it on that table, and the manager came and picked it up. Man, crazy work. They said access card to the pool area. No, there was no access card. Damn sure was no access card. They said, what is going on? And you can see right there, clear as day. He read off whatever that was. And he definitely, that was a part of the play. She came in there just to sit that down and leave. She didn't check into a room with her luggage. She came in there with some luggage and pretended like whatever and set something down, dipped off, and then somebody came and picked it up and took it to the office. The night Kenneka died, allegedly. Allegedly. I could be wrong though, right? I don't know what the fuck we just looked at. Let's continue.
601. The same party from the Crown Plaza just called back saying they need to see you guys. They potentially know what room she's in now.
Alright, 10-4. 101. 609, we head that way. I'm at the arena, get the signatures, so I'll head that way when I'm done. Yeah, 10-4, 101 and 609 in row.
101.
Still have them on the phone. Can you just advise them not to go up to the room to wait for us?
10-4, I'll give them a call back. They said that they believe that she's on the 11th floor through the window that they were looking at.
Alright, 10-4.
Oh I opened up that original missing persons call, so we'll be going to that now.
So there was a lot of activity going on. The night Kenneka died, there was a heavy activity. Police, higher-ups, people in suits. It was a lot of activity going on that night. The streets, everything was going on the night Kenneka got allegedly taken out.
What's good, y'all? It's King RJ in the building. So I've been having a lot of...
Okay, no, don't get mad, but I'm just proving myself that I'm not crazy. All my life, I said I was going to be rich. I spoken into existence. And I'm not saying, okay, no, don't get mad, but I'm just proving myself that I'm not crazy. All my life, I said I was going to be rich. I spoken into existence. And I'm not saying this because of that, because I knew it was either I was going to get rich, saving my peoples, so I could help my peoples. Y'all didn't know. When y'all gave me that money, I deposited my money in the bank. I paid off other folks' bills, and I rent an apartment. But I sent $50. Some people got mad at me. I sent the $500 one time. Then they gonna call me back like I'm a clucker. See, God, I understand why God say he will let you start off for your lowest. And I understand why God say that, I'm sorry, I just can't come the wrong way. I guess it's these people. Let me get their records. I had to cut that grass so low for y'all. Cause see, some people, y'all, let me tell y'all about these followers and all that. Stop doing this shit for the books. The books told me down. As long as it can get them some good ass ratings, they gonna keep whatever's trending, whether it can, no matter how it's killing the motherfucker.
Man. Teresa Martin got a lot to say. She said she did this for her peoples. She deposited that money for her peoples. Her peoples. She did this for her people. She was saving people, paying bills, doing this, doing that. She gave some people $50. They got mad. What the hell are you talking about, Teresa? Why did you take the money? That's what we want to know. Why the fuck did you take that money? Because you said one day you was going to be rich. You spoke it into existence. You don't give a damn about Kenneka. Salute to Ray Bud for being a member for 16 months. Y'all dropped the flowers for Ray Bud. Salute to Ray Bud. I appreciate you. Salute. Did I just play this one? Hold on. Yeah, I did. My bad. All right, my fault. Yeah, salute to Ray Bud, man. Let's get back to the content. Let's go. My bad. Let's go.
Here's another one. At 2:59 on the night, we have all these people right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 people. But I want you to see who else is with them. see they turn around talking to somebody. Who they talking to? I wonder who. And it looks like they're going to leave, right? But look, here comes Franz. Look who's right behind Franz. Tell me, why is Shemai? And what does she have in her hand that is yellow? And then here comes Monifa sitting there pointing at them like, why is she pointing at them like, hey, look at her face. What is yellow? What is that? Is that like a taser? Is that a phone case? What is that? And then it looked like they was finna leave. Also, don't forget Bree here too. There she go. But they looked like they was about to leave. But Monifa was like, no. Y'all, it ain't time for y'all to leave yet. And look, Franz is up here hanging out. Shemaya. Franz is just hanging out. Look at him. And then you got Bree. You got these two. Nobody left. But watch. They decide that they're going to go over here and talk and do whatever it is behind the wall where we can't see, and then turn back around and come this way. But notice that the females did not. And this guy again. Why are you always around, buddy? But notice Bree, Shemaya, Monifa, gone. They were about to leave, and now they're on their way back through. And this guy, he just stands there in the lobby like he just is watching to make sure everything goes correctly. I don't know. Just leave no witness. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section.
What y'all think about that? That's crazy, right? To notice that shit, that's some crazy work. Yeah, you see the girls, I mean, of course these girls was in on the fucking play. They just was in on the other play. I mean, they sitting over there with the girl that they was originally coming to set up. You see Bree was behind everybody. That's who really was supposed to get set up that night. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be Bree. And that's why it's kind of crazy to see y'all sitting with the girl that everybody was finna come set up, including Kenneka. Kenneka was sent to set up Bree. Let's go.
Okay, I would like to know why we see Bree and Monique. Look what time it is. It's 3:01 on the 9th. Remember, the party got crunk at 2:30. Here comes Shemaya. Here comes Bree. They go up to the front desk. Why? I have no clue. Like, I swear they own this motel. They do what they want. And look, here come Monifa. Where is Kenneka? And look down here. Guy in the gray. But he turns around. It's like he says something to her. He turns around and walks away. These two are still at the front desk. Shemaya and Bree. I find it mighty strange that Shemaya is just up there chit-chatting like it's nothing. And look, and then she starts to run. And again, here's the time. It's now 3:02. We're going to speed it up and see if anything else pops up. But the guy that we seen in the beginning that had the red on, which you're going to see here in a second, that guy also had something to do with it. But you'll see here in a second who I'm talking about. Right there. That guy. And then here comes Shemaya and them again. I just want to know what they're doing up here at 3 o'clock when the party was crunk at 2:30. So y'all really wasn't partying that hard. What, y'all supposed to be looking for her at 3 o'clock? And then why does this guy pop up down here? I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think.
It's crazy work, right? I mean, them friends was doing a lot of suspicious things. I'm gonna be real. The girls was there was some suspicious ass girls. I ain't gonna lie. The girls was there, but they, like I said, they was there on some setup vibes. It just wasn't particularly Kenneka that they was setting up. They was setting up Bree. Brianna was getting set up that night. Let's continue though.
Here's another one. At 2:59, I want to show you, because I don't think a lot of people know this, that this elevator door, you know, this rear exit, look where it goes to. All right, you keep going. Usually these are shut, but they're not. It's to another hall. You can tell it's to a hallway. Now I'm going to hit play. And this guy comes out. He goes in. This is how they're transporting all of their, whatever you want to call it, organ, whatever. But that, I don't know what's in those totes. There's no telling. And this is how they're getting things through. It possibly even took Kenneka through this area right here. They keep bringing all these totes and chairs. Look at all these chairs that they're bringing through here. There's a lot that goes on back in this area that I'm covering right now. Here goes another stack of chairs that they're bringing through with trash bags on top. Like I said, look at this. Just look how easy that is. They just come right through with totes after totes. It's like, this is a perfect area to do some sinister shit. Usually that's closed. That door right there is usually closed. There's two of them. And I'm going to show you in the next video that I do. Because there's a lot that goes on in this area. I just wanted to point that out because a lot of people didn't even know that this was a door that opened up and that you could go in from that door to that docking elevator. So, just letting y'all know.
Yeah, like I said, look at that whole hotel just gives creepy ass vibes, right? And the people who work there, the people who own the place, I mean, and I see somebody's in the chat, hey man, be careful. Look, bro, ever since I've been on YouTube, and even before, I've told stories. If you're on my Discord, you probably heard some of my from my story times. I've been getting gang stalked forever, bro. This ain't nothing new to me. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual warfares, the spiritual attacks, I've been through it all, dog. Even in the flesh type shit. I've seen these motherfuckers. They've seen me. They know where I'm. There's no getting away from it. You know what I'm saying? So to be careful, nah, I'm gonna be smart. I'm not gonna be careful. I'm gonna be smart. So let's continue, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be smarter than anybody else. They know how smart I am. Trust me. There we go. My bad, y'all. I wouldn't. That's Antonia. That's Antonia. That is Antonia Evans. Remove the live chat. All you gotta do is hit the three dots at the top right-hand corner. Remove the live chat. That's Antonia Evans. The person that was there that day, that was Antonia Evans, not Kenneka Jenkins. Okay? 100% Antonia Evans. Same birthmark and everything. Stay focused. Stay woke. That was Antonia Evans there that night, not Kenneka. The person you seen in the casket was Antonia Evans. Let's continue.
All playing with about Antonia Evans. Let's get it.
They came in here looking for me. Something ain't right, Fed. Something ain't right with Chosen. Chosen is more into this than he's saying.
Now, like I told y'all earlier, Antonia Evans' mother spoke out saying that was never her daughter. That was her daughter. It was never Kenneka Jenkins that was in that freezer. That was in the casket as well. She says that's my daughter. That is not Kenneka. I know my daughter. That is my daughter. Antonia Evans' mother. Whatever happened to Antonia Evans' mother, Barbara? Has anybody seen or heard from Barbara? Where the hell is Barbara? Has anybody seen or heard from Miss Barbara? Let's go.
I see a few people might not know or might get confused about the Antonia part because you know that Antonia, Kenneka, Brianna, but basically because I don't think I've seen the video of anybody explaining who that is. Basically, Antonia was the original target. Well, basically, is the original target. When they went to the hotel and other things like that, Kenneka, like these are all crisis actors. That's why everybody's saying this about the body doubles. Like this not coming out of thin air. Just by the way, Kenneka was gonna play a role as a cover up for Antonia's death, but it was gonna do the same thing to her. Like the same thing with the organs and everything. It was the same thing with her. But Antonia is about, I know she's in her 40s. I'm not sure. But her mother actually, I said this in another video, when she saw Kenneka's body in the casket, her mother came out and said, but I guess a lot of people were paying attention or they thought she was crazy. The mother of Antonia came out and said that that's her daughter in that casket. And that's why some people are like, well, let's dig the body up and see what it really is, or what what is really hidden for. That's but yeah, a lot of.
Does anybody really believe that was Kenneka in that casket? Because allegedly Kenneka was cremated. Does anybody really believe that Kenneka was in that casket, or do you believe it was Antonia? If you've never been down a rabbit hole, I'm kind of showing you that tonight's live should kind of give you a better indication. I just showed you the picture. So who do you think that was in that casket?
People don't really know about Antonia. But that was the original target. I guess that's kind of how it all started. If you go in with like the body double, like the body double theory, because at this point the OT, the organ situation, it's a fact at this point. It came out her mother's own mouth, and the reason why I still like, regardless of like the reason why I still have these two theories, because this incident happening, right, and her not knowing and her going to the hotel and they paying her to keep quiet. Somebody explained it to me real good. I forgot the girl's name. She was like, you broke, you lived in the trenches and you gotta pay for a funeral. With like, you would take, like, would you not take the money and woo-to-woo? I was like, I get that, but it's like, I understand what you're saying. I want you to say what you're saying, and I'm like, that's honestly a good fucking reason. But the thing that I was like, that's a good fucking reason. That might be just what it is. But what tripped me out is that parking ticket on the 6th, and Teresa herself called the people, and you could hear it. You could probably just look it up. Like Teresa the parking ticket, Kenneka Jenkins parking ticket, whatever, however. Cause I just stumbled upon it. And she she looked at the ticket, said, "Oh, this is for the 6th, not the 9th." My daughter didn't come here at night. Why do you have a parking ticket for somebody else that was 3 days ahead of what it was supposed to be? How is that? I was there thinking, you know, when it comes to things like this, like if we go in the Eastern Star route, right? The Eastern Star theory, you know, the numbers mean everything when it comes to that. So
Yeah, look, he got spooked at the end of that month. Somebody walked in on his ass. But now, the Eastern Star route, all the numbers line up. You got to pay attention to the numbers, the 6th, the 9th, all the numbers in the Kenneka Jenkins case. It show you ritual. If you do the gematria, it's all gonna scream exactly what it looks like. A sacrifice, allegedly.
Okay, yeah. Don't mind how I look because it's Sunday and I don't give a fuck how I look. But I just went back and watched the video like 2 more times of the girl in the car talking about it because it was so freaking confusing, and I got it for y'all, okay? So, boom. There was a girl that died in the hotel, right? She died in the hotel. And her name was Antonia Evans. It was a 48-year-old woman. And they took her organs, right? They took her organs out of her body and sold it. And they basically just had her body sitting there waiting, right? So, then there was a girl that got raped, right? Her name was Brianna. And just keep that in mind, okay? Okay, so they offered to pay Kenneka money to act like she was Antonia Evans and she was the girl that passed away in the hotel, right? They offered to pay her that because she looked like the Brianna girl and she looked like Antonia, right? And when they seen that Kenneka was 19 years old, they thought that they could get more money off of her organs more than the 48-year-old woman's organs. So Kenneka ended up passing away 3 days before the footage and all that went out. When the footage and all that went out, the footage was actually of the 48-year-old woman that was walking around in the hotel, and the lady that they found in the freezer that was supposed to be Kenneka, that was actually Antonia Evans. That's how much they looked alike. Okay, so now we're talking about the Brianna girl, right? Because Kenneka and Brianna was both supposed to be getting money, but the reason Brianna was supposed to be getting money was because they thought that she looked like Kenneka so much, which I don't think that, and they was using Kenneka's pictures on Dr. Oz and the news and all these TV shows. The whole time it was the Brianna girl, so they was offering to pay her for that mistake. Oh yeah, and then she was also saying that basically when they buried Kenneka, it wasn't Kenneka, it was a 48-year-old woman, Antonia Evans, and Kenneka's friend Monica and Kenneka's mom brought Kenneka's body to the cremation office and cremated her for selling the organs and shit like that. So they both got the money, right? The $3.7 billion was the money that they were supposed to be paying the mom. And basically the girl in the video was saying like she bets money that when they go and do their investigation and go dig up the body of Kenneka, it's gonna be that 49-year-old woman, Antonia Evans, because her and Kenneka dead did look alike. Like, that whole shit is just mind-blowing. And I'm gonna be doing some more research because the girl said she posted 3 more videos. So if y'all want me to come back and give that to y'all, I could give that to y'all.
That rabbit hole gets deep. The Antonia Evans rabbit hole, the Brianna rabbit hole, the Kenneka Jenkins rabbit hole, it's all connected. And it was never supposed to make sense to nobody. If you confused right now, it's meant for you to be confused. Just pay attention. It's all right there.
How dangerous it can be, you know, depending on what you're talking about.
Party, like my little cousin, like at the party, the shit was packed out. Like my little cousin sending me videos. I still got the videos on my phone and shit. like the party was packed out, but you know, like it's a hotel party.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like D's not like, don't get me wrong, she looks mad good. I'm gonna keep it a buck with. She's not no ditty like upclass, but like she's a regular hood bitch.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like she get high, she pop pills. You feel me? And she's a eater, like you feel me? Like the bitch do what she do. You feel me? So like it's not that she get ran or get trains ran on the bus. You feel me? Bitch, you go to hotel parties. It's 4 in the morning. Now I'm trying to go home.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So they was gonna stay at the crib. They was gonna stay at the room that night. Shit. But the bitch was playing. She was in the room the whole time of the video. You feel me? She put one thing that I know might not lie because she tells me a part of the video to go watch. That I kid you not, before I knew who this was. Like, cause everybody was asking, like, I'm from Chicago, I'm in Brooklyn. They're like, you know that bitch? I'm dubbed. Like, I don't really give a fuck about it. I'm like, nah, I don't know her. There's 3 million people there. But when my little cousin called me, like, yo, you see what happened to Shorty? I'm like, Shorty, who is that? He tell me, he gets him like, that's Mama, that Ruth Ann's granddaughter and all that. So I'm like, word, she grew up. So the nigga, basically what happened, like I said, after the niggas was trying to fuck her, they was trying to run her. She wasn't for the run, the train shit, you feel me? She was fucking with one nigga. Maya showed me part of the video, but she the way it showed her throwing the nigga down on the bed and get on top of him, like, kiss him. Then she rolled over him, but no one knows that part of that, like shit. But she fucking, after she did what she did, they was chilling, they was smoking and shit, and she ducked off on her own, you feel me? Like, she ducked off on her own type shit. That's when they got her on video walking past the front desk. Like, first of all, the freezer's not in the fucking basement. Ain't no freezer in the basement. The freezer was in the kitchen, you feel me? It's in the kitchen, that's on the main floor by the lobby area and shit like that.
So she went by herself. Why the best friend saying, I thought she was behind me?
Because they was the best friend. First of all, there's a lot of fake pages out there. Like, a lot of them shit is fake. So, like, Manifa's not really writing like they say she writing. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
I could, like, if I hit the number, I can three-way you with Manifa right now. Like, she's not really writing like she's writing. She's not dead. None of that shit. But what the situation is, she went down there and said, you feel me? Now, the whole time, like, Maya's saying she feel like Manifa might have something to do with it, you feel me? But ain't that happening in that room, you feel me? But, you feel me? Now, whatever plan Manifa and the nigga that owned the motherfucking situation, but it was a coincidence. It wasn't like, it was no some dude got caught in the act. He copped the plea. Like, he did a deal with her type shit, like a payment deal type shit. Like, nigga who owns the club owns an organ donor, like an organ donor shit. So they didn't, like, when they found she passed out from the E-pills and shit, like, that's what I'm saying, like, when the shit comes back, the whole, like, a lot of motherfuckers' feelings gonna change. Like, she passed off E-pills, you feel me? She passed out E-pills. Now, I think what motherfuckers tell, what Mike's telling me, do that program to the benefit of it, but it might not show back her rape kit because she's passed out. You feel me? So it's like, a rape kit is a forced entry. Like, you can't force nothing. You feel me? That's already relaxed. Sleep. You feel me? So it might not show back on her
Autopsy.
All the rape kit, but they put basically nigga on a organ set, so they put it in the freezer to reserve her body.
So they thought. So you saying they thought she was already dead, basically?
Yeah, basically. Like when she passed out, they thought she was already dead. Like, that's the jacket. That's what Mike I'm saying. That's what the bitch is telling me. They probably thought she was already dead and put it in the freezer type shit.
But I'm saying, so like, why they were trying to act like she was missing instead of just saying like, we tried to, you know what I'm saying, try to, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, you gotta see the game. Like, Manifa is the only one who knows what's going on.
Oh, and that's the best friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the page they went live on, which is Manifa page. Like, okay, so that's not her posting and saying like, this my best friend and all this stuff.
The bitch with the glass, that's irony. That's the one who works at the hotel.
Yeah, I know that, but
Man, you get so much from so many people in this story. It's like the gift that just keeps on giving, the Kenneka Jenkins case. It's the gift that just keeps on giving. It's like the rabbit hole goes so deep it just doesn't stop. The further you go, the scarier it is. Let's go.
Be with a hood. He be with a hood like he turned gangster after him.
That's not the one I'm looking for. But look, like I said, bro, the Kenneka Jenkins case, the rabbit hole down this, it's a non-stop rabbit hole because it's so many cover-ups within the case. The Brianna case is covered up. She was R-worded. That was the original girl who was R-worded, was Brianna. R-word her, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. They're supposed to set her up to take her out. Antonia Evans has already been missing. Antonia Evans fits the profile because they're really going after her. She's already being gang stalked. Antonia Evans, stay woke, focus with me here. Antonia Evans is already on the list of getting gang stalked. They already going after her. For whatever reason, she's on the list. They're checking her off the list. We need somebody that looks like her to make this go through. We got a missing person, but we need somebody that looks like her. We're going to set it up, and this is going to be some pictures we're going to take, a whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So Kenneka's a part of this play to stage it and make it look like she's Antonia, but really they're setting up Brianna. So the situation gets tricky because there's 3 girls, and 2 of them were never supposed to make it. But all 3 of them ended up leaving anyway, if that makes sense. So it was a whole stage to cover up things, to cover up things, to cover up things. It's like an illusion. But the people that are behind it are the gang stalkers. The people who are behind it are the people pulling all the strings because they're the CEOs. They're these people who own these companies. They're involved in the OTs. Stay woke on with the Lorgan or Rafford. I'm saying I'm trying to speak in code. The OTs. They involved in the OT business. They involved in all this in the trafficking business. It's all one big corporation of people that don't want to be seen or heard. They don't want to be seen, nor do they want to be heard. They don't want nobody knowing this. So the more people who know this, the more dangerous it is. Double tap that screen for me. We need 100 people to double tap that screen. Get us to 1,000 likes. Double tap that screen. We need 100 people. We got $91 on the screen. I need a 10-piece, y'all. Let's get it to $100. We need a honey bun on this live. I think this was well worth a honey bun for the Kenneka Jenkins information, for this Kenneka Jenkins case. If you go down that rabbit hole, it'll point you right to RatchetTV. It'll point you right to Chosen, who knows more. It'll point you right into Rob, who knows more. It'll point you right into Teresa. It'll point you into Monifa. It'll point you into Shamaya. It'll point you into Brianna. It'll point you into Antonia Evans, in that rabbit hole with those 8 characters right there that I just gave y'all. Those 8 characters put together the Kenneka Jenkins case. Because it was never supposed to make sense. Some of them were here to distract you. And it looked like RatchetTV wanted complete justice for Kenneka. But the sad reality is Kenneka was a part of it, and so was RatchetTV. That's the sick and twisted part of the Kenneka Jenkins story. RatchetTV was definitely a part of the Kenneka Jenkins story in ways that he shouldn't have been, and he was controlling everything. RatchetTV was behind the scenes pulling all the strings. He had fake interviews. He was bringing fake people to pretend like they was other people to do other things. He was distracting the fuck out of everybody. But just ask yourself, what stake did he have in it to the point where he had to distract people and lie and make up all this stuff? Yeah, he was a clout chasing content creator, which ultimately was the reason why he lost his life. But he also was dibbling and dabbling with the people he was exposing. And Teresa double crossed him. Teresa and him, he was protecting Teresa the whole time, but Teresa set him up in the end. If you go back and pay attention to how RatchetTV left, he left because Teresa set him up. She called him with the information, with all the names, because he kept playing. She knew he knew what was going on. She knew he had that video, and she knew that she never wanted that video to get out, and she had a feeling RatchetTV was going to double cross her and put the video out. He was teasing it. She didn't want this to happen. That's why she's like, you're going to piss some people off. Them. That's why she was telling people, them, you're going to piss them off. I can't piss them off. So if it comes down to them and you out of here, because she's protecting them, because they got her bag and she wants to be rich. She don't give a fuck about justice. She wants to be rich. She don't want fame. She just wants the money. That's all this was for Teresa. It was just a transaction. That's the sad reality. It was a transaction. She could care less. RatchetTV, he wanted the money, the clout, the fame. He wanted the notoriety. He wanted to solve this case, and he was gonna never stop until he exposed the people and he bit the hand that was feeding him. And he put that shit on the internet. He couldn't stay offline. That was his biggest downfall. He was just a clout chaser. Rob was definitely involved with the Masons and involved with the whole setup as well. Chosen knew a lot of information about Antonia Evans. The rabbit hole gets deep. Man. The rabbit hole gets deep, guys. Salute to Certified One for the $10 on Apple Pay. I appreciate you for the $10 on Apple Pay. Salute to you. Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate that. So what are y'all thoughts on this, man? Like, do you guys feel like Teresa Martin was involved with Kenneka Jenkins unaliving? Yes or no in the chat. Do you guys feel like Teresa Martin was involved in Kenneka Jenkins being unalived? Yes or no? It sent it on Apple Pay to make 100. What was sent on Apple Pay to make what 100? I'm confused. But salute to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Salute to Nisi for the $5 on Cash App. Also salute to Terry Walsh for the $20 on Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Salute, salute. I didn't see that. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Certified One. I don't know. Oh, you sent that to make this live a honey bun. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, but I was talking to the chat. They know they should have sent that goddamn $9 to make this an even honey bun on the goddamn live. They know what it is. They said like the David case. Facts. They said she passed away in a car accident. I think that was Brianna who ended up passing away in a car accident. Yeah, the Bree girl from this case. Something happened on 6th Street, so she on the 6th, so she definitely knew. Yeah, of course. Teresa knew it happened on the 6th. They've been setting this play in motion for days. She met up with Kenneka that night. Kenneka just didn't know that they were setting her up. Kenneka was drunk and out of it. Kenneka didn't know she was the one getting set up. Kenneka all along thought that this was a reenactment for Antonia Evans because they did this to Antonia Evans. She thought this was a reenactment about Antonia, and she thought that they were going to eventually set Brianna up. She had no idea that she was going to be on a silver platter for the higher-ups. Salute to Tia. I appreciate you. Hell, you mean. Thank you for the 20 piece. I appreciate you, wifey. Salute, salute. I appreciate you, Tia. Salute to Hell, you mean. Thank you for the 20 piece. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's love. That's love. Know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. This rabbit hole, it just doesn't stop. And I still got more. Like I said, I'm probably going to end up breaking this one into a part 3 because this is like the second part to the live I was doing when I was in Miami. And this is the live I really kind of wanted to do and wasn't able to do it. But luckily, we was able to do it tonight like I wanted to do it. So hopefully everybody appreciates the content and is rocking out with it, man. It's been a long time since we was able to go live and just sit down and do our content like we've been wanting to. But I do want to discuss this further in the Discord server. So if you're not in my Discord server, make sure you get over to my Discord. Ratchet Gang only. If you're not Ratchet Gang, you're not allowed. So yeah, salute to everybody for pulling up, popping out, showing up, and showing out. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this damn live, and I hope y'all gained some knowledge in this case. I hope y'all got some knowledge in this damn case. I hope y'all did. Hopefully I was able to make y'all less confused than y'all were. Hopefully. If not, then hey, my bad. I didn't do my job. But is KJK still open? No, they closed that case. Ain't nobody there. No one's looking into the Kenneka Jenkins case anymore. I mean, we're doing our thing over here, and a couple other people are trying to do theirs. But nah, no one gives a damn about the Kenneka case. Teresa showed you that. Teresa Martin showed you no one cares about the Kenneka case. Man. So we will be on Discord discussing this tonight. This video will be staying up. So I want y'all to come over to my Discord server. The Discord is discord.gg/RatchetGang. Discord.gg/RatchetGang. My mods are dropping in the chat. So this is a spiritual warfare. This is spiritual war. Just know when you enter the Kenneka Jenkins case, you got to be ready for spiritual war because they not playing when it comes to this. They are energy harvesters as well, and they definitely will harvest your energy. I'm not bullshitting. Stay woke, stay protected, stay prayed up, and never sell your soul, man. Don't go out like old Teresa Martin. Never go out like Teresa Martin. Teresa Martin went out sad. So with that being said, Ratchet Gang, how should we end this? We going out with this, man. I'm gonna be over on Discord and I'm gonna rock out with y'all. I got the Heartbreak shirt on. Why not drop Heartbreak Season? Let's go.
Look, I apologize for telling lies, for every night you stayed up and all the times you cried. Broken hearts on timelines, trapped in our confines. Love's a contract, signing blood on dotted lines. We perfect on the gram, but in person we a mess. All the filters in the world couldn't cover up this mess. We was goals to the people, but the love couldn't last. Posting pictures of the future, but we stuck in the past. We would argue every Friday, make up every Sunday, breaking up at midnight, back together Monday. Love is like a cycle, spin around on the runway, crashing every season but taking off the same way. Say you want the truth but you crumble when it's shown. You the type to break the windows and complain about the stone. See, I deleted all the text but screenshots never lie. I was saying I was working but I was really outside. I was caught up in the cycle, I can't seem to let it end. I was breaking every vow but swearing I'll amend. I'm faithful on the gram but a villain in the flesh. Two faces in the mirror, both toxic, both a mess.
I used to believe in you, hung on to every word you said. Thought it was me and you, but you had other plans instead. You couldn't stay true, you welcomed her into our bed. You must have lost your mind, you must be out your head, yeah. Cause you're a snake, you're a liar. I'll bring rain, I'll bring fire, and you won't know peace. You're a clown, you're a fool, but the joke's on you, cause you messed with me. I don't get hurt, no, I get even. Best believe it's heartbreak season. I'll bring rain and I'll bring fire, and you won't know peace. You won't know peace, no. You won't know peace. You won't know peace, no, no. You won't know peace. Best believe it's heartbreak season.
Hey man, salute to everybody who pulled up. I appreciate that, man. We finna get the hell up off here. I see y'all over on the Discord server. We getting up out of here, man. It's the end of the show, man. Hey, good night. I love y'all. And as always, this your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is RatchetTV. I'm out, gang.